Oh, wait. Oh, Lordy. Here we go. Hey, guys. How are we doing? Thank you all so much for joining me. I feel like it's been forever, but listen, StreamYard pretty soon, because I went to something really fun this weekend. I keep on wanting to call her Kiki Shepherd. Kiki Palmer had a live streaming on, what is it called? What was it called, Mom? Twitch. She had a live streaming on Twitch, and it was like kind of like a talk show, kind of like a club atmosphere. I feel like I have to move on from StreamYard. Like I just have to elevate somehow. I think that's something that I would probably want to elevate this show to, because it was really inspiring, but it just also seemed like a really great format. So very soon, I hope that I can get there. Because this format is draining me. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. Like, I do not know what's going on, but we're here, and I thank you all so much for joining me. I thank you all for adjusting and just supporting your. I really do appreciate it. Also, thank you again for showing me so much love on Black Women News. I'm going to do an emergency Black Women News on Friday, because we just have, there's a lot going on with us, okay? So we definitely have to have that conversation. That's going to be a more less fun and tea. That's going to be a bit more serious one, because it'll absolutely be about the Black women femicide epidemic that is currently not currently happening, because it's been happening for a very long time, but it is gaining a lot of momentum. My God, today. Last week alone, I believe we lost 9 Black women at the hands of their partners. Yeah, we got to do something. So it's not just a chat. It's not just we're talking about it, but we're also going to, at the end of that, work on some solutions, because something got to be done. There's 17,000 of us. Something can be done. Okay. But that is later on in the week. But this week, I wanted to have a bit more fun with Black Women News, because we got a lot of Black women killing it in the game, and just really, carving out a way for themselves and a way for Black women that has not been carved. You know what I mean? They're really making strides for us, and a little bit of tea, But first off, I want to start off with this. I want to start off with Brandy, because we have, where the hell are my comments? There it is. Because there's a special announcement happening right there. So where is my girl? Hello. And I'm only broken hearted. Life's not over.
Yes.
I can start again, but I'm only. Life's not over. Child, remember when that dropped? Life's not over. Whoa. But we're first going to start off with Brandy, because recently Brandy released her memoir, which is basically her telling her side of her story. For all of us who grew up with her, we've heard a lot about Brandy's story, but we've never heard it from her. She was Beyonce before there was Beyonce. Like, Brandy was very like her and Aaliyah were the mom girls. Like, you didn't know anything about their business. Everything was like in the gossip blogs, or at that point for us, what was it? It wasn't Teen Beat. That was for the white kids. Was it Teen Beat? What was the one that we had? It was no. We had our own magazine, and this is before like Teen Vogue. It wasn't Teen Beat, because I remember getting Teen Beat because Jonathan Taylor Thomas was on the cover of.
What was
he had me in a chokehold in the third grade. It wasn't. Was it? It wasn't Teen Beat. We had our own version. We had the black version of Teen Beat. Like we had our own magazine.
Word Up.
Word Up? Is the Word Up?
Yeah, they put it in.
I think it's probably Word Up. But millennials, we had it good. We had like our own little, teeny bopper magazine. But you only find out stuff like that, but it will all be rumors. And then when she would do interviews, it would be like very fluff interviews. Her mother was very, very strict. So you didn't learn a lot about Brandy. If you learned anything about her, it would just be her Moesha characters, or when I first met her on Thea. What is it? To the Capitol. See ya. I learned about her on Thea when she had her little bob. That's where I first met Brandy. Didn't know that she was a singer until like later on in her life, and I followed her journey. Ever since then. I think the first song was I Want to Be Down. Do y'all remember this? I would like to get to know if I could be. And she used to wear them hats. Because of her and Blossom, I used to make my mom get me all of those hats. I forget what they're called. I think mushroom hats. But Brandy, Blossom, and This Is It, What, Lucini Corcus in the Sky, them dudes, they used to wear those hats, those mushroom hats. And I was obsessed. I had them like in every color. I think my favorite one was this corduroy one, this brown corduroy one. And I used to wear it down. You couldn't have told me that I was in Brandy. You couldn't have told me that I was in Blossom. But I said it out to say, she was very like influential, but we really didn't know anything about her business. And like, when she got older and then she became like a mom and like was fake married, that was a lot because you didn't know anything about Brandy. And then the next thing you know, it's like, oh, you're a mother. It was such like, there were so many gaps in her journey because back then, I kind of prefer it that way. Back then, you didn't know anything about celebrities unless they sat down with Oprah. Like you didn't know any of their business. They were gossiping or whatever, but unless they sat down with Oprah, it was all lies. So for her to write a memoir is huge because I feel like...
And also 106 in Park.
And 106 in Park. Yeah, but 106 in Park was still really fluff.
Yeah.
Oprah was the one that got to the meat and the potatoes. I remember everybody was running home from school to sit down and watch Oprah because she was always doing some, real salacious interview and getting the tea. I learned about AIDS from Oprah, anyway. Because she will always have like, people on here, suffering with AIDS, and they would be telling their story, and then it's talked about the gay community and the trans community. Oprah, Phil Donahue, Maury Povich, Sally Jesse Raphael, and Ricky Lake, and Jerry Springer, Raise Me Child, Jenny Jones. That's where
Jenny Jones, we can't find her.
When I tell, like, guys, this is before social media. When that episode of Jenny Jones hit, talk of the lunch table. But again, unless celebrity sat down with somebody like Oprah, you really didn't know anybody's business. So again, for her to do a memoir is really, really huge. So I want to read a few things from the salacious memoir. So let me share my screen with you so we can read that together. This is actually from People magazine. Only broken hearted in life's not over. Whoa, 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 whoa. Listen, she was that girl. If you were not there, you do not know how iconic this girl, Brandy and Aaliyah. If you weren't there, you do not know. You do not know. So let's read this article from People magazine. The biggest bombshell in Brandy's new memoir, Phases, Who started drama with Monica, Brother Ray J's journey, and more. Brandy reflects on her personal and professional struggles, as well as triumphs in her new memoir, Phases, out now. She shares untold stories about her music career and personal life, including tensions with Monica and advice for her idol, Whitney Houston. Read one of the biggest bombshells from Phases. Grammy-winning R&B singer Brandy is on a roll. After receiving her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on March 30th, she is stepping back into the spotlight even more with her bold new memoir, Phases, from Hanover Square Press, out now. The ultra-private singer, told y'all, we did not know her business, beloved for the 90s and 2000s hits like The Boy Is Mine and Have You Ever Loved Somebody, as well as starring in roles on Moesha and in Disney's 1997 live action Cinderella. Impossible. She was that girl opposite her idol, Whitney Houston. Opens up like never before about her private and public ups and downs. I allowed myself the space to be fearless and vulnerable, Brandy 47 writes of the book. Here are a few of her biggest revelations from Phases. Who really started the drama with singer Monica in 98. Without warning, Clive Davis announced he was renaming Monica's album The Boy Is Mine. She writes of the music mogul's calculated move to have Monica claim ownership of their smash hit duet. I was taken aback. The two stars recently joined forces for their hit The Boy Is Mine tour. Her side of what happened in her relationship with Boyz II Men, Wanya Harris. Oh, before we even get to Wanya, do y'all remember, I think it was Rodney Jerkins. Here's the thing. I hope it's in her book. I haven't read it yet. I hope it's in her book, but
I thought we was doing a book club.
Mom, come on. I hope it's in her book. However, he said in an interview that he had to break Brandy and Monica up because while they were recording together in the studio, they started fighting. And he claims that Monica punched Brandy in the face. He had to pull them apart. And because of that, those two was not able to record in the same studio session. So The Boy Is Mine, that song, was recorded separately, that in the video. So he's alleging that they were not in the same, after that fight, they weren't in the same studio to record the song, and they weren't even on the same set because they could not get along. I remember Brandy coming out and saying that he was lying and that never happened. I'm not sure if that's in the book, but only time will tell, child. Now, we'll see. Now with Wanya, her side of what happened in her relationship with Boyz II Men, Wanya Morris. I genuinely believed it was true love, Brandy writes of dating Wanya Morris at 16 when he was in his early 20s, revealing he was her first. She soon caught him cheating with Adina Howard. In hindsight, she writes, I believe he took advantage. The silence ends here. I was not a fast girl with a crush, she continues. I was not a dramatic teenager who couldn't handle rejection. I was not an unstable, obsessive fan. I was a child. He was an adult. And it's time the world understood the difference. Morris has previously stated that they did not begin dating until after Brandy came of age. However, that was clocked as a lie because there's a viral clip of him on The Breakfast Club. I'm not going to share it here because it's absolutely disgusting, but he admits to having sexual relations with Brandy when she was 16 years old. He tried to clean it up and say 16, 17, but he first said 16, and basically he says she was old enough to get it. So Anya, you got to remember what you say on The Breakfast Club. First of all, it's always The Breakfast Club. Anyway, battling bulimia as a teen. Amid the glare of Hollywood, an emotionally abusive relationship with her dancers, and pressure to look a certain way, Brandy developed an eating disorder. Now that I remember. And I remember her doing an interview, and she was saying that that's when she fired her mom from being her momager, because she was the first person to coin that term, momager. And that was her mother. She said that she had to fire her from that role because her mother was prioritizing her career over her health. And she mentions that she was very upset with her mom because her mom did not see that she was fading away. Do y'all remember when Brandy got real thin? She got real thin and her skin got really, really light. She was really, really pale. And then that's when she started wearing, instead of wearing braids, she started wearing braid wigs. She was looking a little is it Princess Bride?
That's how the hats
Skeleton
came
Princess?
along.
Huh?
That's when the hats came along.
Quite possibly. But she was looking real scary for that moment. So she had to address it because she just was not looking like herself. But I remember the interview where she said she had to fire her mother from being a momager and promote her to just being her mother. She says, I believe I was purging more than food. I was expelling the weight of disappointment, she writes, washing away the residue of other people's expectations, cleansing myself of perceived failure. For a few blessed seconds after I felt lighter, thinner, prettier, worthy, the sensation never lasted, but I chased it like an addict. Why she began to hate her hit Moesha character. In Moesha, I found a portal to an alternate reality where I could experience normal teenage life, she writes, of her happy early days on the show, that which she praises for his representation of little Black girls. That said, by the time we reached season 5 of Moesha, I hated the character, writes Brandy, the way she always had the right answer. I didn't recognize myself in her anymore. Why she once lied about being married. Before Brandy welcomed her daughter Sarai with producer Robert Smith in 2002, she felt pressure to maintain her pristine image. Let's just tell people we're married. Now, do you remember Brandy's MTV show about her being pregnant? I knew, I gotta be honest with you, Brandy, I knew you was lying because I was a church girl too. I knew, I was like, ain't no way Brandy is married. She's saying that because that's what a lot of church girls was doing back then when they was coming up pregnant. She's saying that she's married to him so that people will not judge her for the pregnancy. I knew then. I always been wise, child. I knew then. Let's just tell people we're married, she recalls telling him. And I also remember him revealing that this was a lie. He said, I did that for her, but I'm not protecting her no more. The men in her life are messy. She recalls telling him, adding of the career damaging backlash that followed. I couldn't have known that this single deception would eventually alter the trajectory of my life. Her depression over being involved in a fatal 2007 chain car reaction. I no longer felt like I had the right to continue living my life or even to experience fleeting glimmers of joy, she writes, of the 2007 crash. The woman who had died would never again feel sunshine on her face or hold her children close. Who was I to smile, to sing, to exist in a world where she no longer could? She credits Sarai for helping her pull out of the dark time. Now, I don't know if this is in a book, but all I'm saying is, Brandy, I remember that this accident happened right after you joined Scientology. And then the accident happened, and then Brandy didn't talk about Scientology anymore because I remember that backlash from Scientology. So when they saw you in those spaces and, at the Scientology, the Church of Scientology, and talking, I remember you were talking about it in interviews. And I remember the Black community got you together back then. Cause I remember clenching my pearls. I was like, Scientology, Brandy, what is going on? Cause at that time we only knew it to be the crazy religion of Tom Cruise. Right? But when she got involved in it, it was just like, whoa, what is happening, Brandy? And then right after that car accident, and then you never heard about Scientology from Brandy ever again. So I wonder if that is going to be addressed. Again, she credits her daughter Sarai for helping her pull out of that dark time. Her close bond and early fears for brother Ray J. Growing up, Ray J 45 had brushes with danger. Gang colors started appearing in his wardrobe, subtle hints of affiliation that made my stomach knot with fear, writes Brandy of early pre-fame years in Carson, California. Our family moved with the swiftness of a tornado. Within days, Ray was living with our mother's closest friend in a different neighborhood. When she soon hit it big in music, he faced a different struggle. There's a particular kind of heartache that comes from watching someone you love be overlooked. She writes of her brother chasing his own music dreams in the shadow of her fame. They've always remained close, though she recently addressed comments he made about her dating history. While I love my brother, I don't condone or support the messages he shared. Her last conversation with Whitney Houston, days before she died on February 11th, 2012. I broke down to Whitney, the tears coming in waves. I confessed the crushing pressure that was suffocating my career, the paralyzing fear that I would never recapture the magic of my earlier success. She writes of their 3-hour phone call. When it came to Houston's struggles to start her branding, I'm going to be better, she promised as our call wound down. And in that moment, I believed her with every fiber of my being. You'll see, this is just a season, not the whole story. I couldn't have known then that her words were... sorry, I gotta charge my computer. I couldn't have known then that her words were both prophecy and a farewell. Oh, and that's it. That is all of the excerpts. A lot of people were hoping that, I'm not sure if she does, but again, I haven't read the book, but a lot of people were hoping that she would talk about the note that Whitney Houston gave her. And honestly, I don't think that's our business. Like, I feel like in this book, she's going to be sharing a lot. I don't think we need to know all of it, right? And I hope she keeps that private. But if she does, I'll be there. But I hope she does keep that private, because that isn't our business. And that is something between her and Brandy. But I am excited to give it a gander. Take a little read. I think why it's such a big deal is because Brandy she never tells her business. She never tells her business. So for Brandy to be telling her business, as somebody who like grew up with Brandy, I'm actually gagged, because there's not much that you know about Brandy that's not the blogs. Or at that time, it wasn't even blogs. You know what I mean? So it's just like, oh, okay, Brandy, we're going to hear from you. And I also want to say this. I knew as a kid that relationship with her and Wanye was weird, because like when you're a teenager or when you're like a middle schooler, anybody over in high school, like anybody who was like 18, it was weird, right? It was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? And even though you're in school together, it's just like, oh, they're adults. You know what I mean? So somebody 22 and you're 16, that's weird. That's weird. And I remember when they did the Broken Hearted video and everybody was talking about, I honestly have to say this. The 90s, listen, I felt like when I grew up, I thought that my adult life was going to be like the 90s, because the adults in the 90s just made it all seem so fun. But there was one thing that was really weird about the adults in the 90s, is how a lot of them justified really inappropriate age relationships. Because I remember all of the adults back then in media, not in my world, right? In my world, that was weird. But in media, who was just really bigging up Brandy and Wanye. And I was just like, she's a teenager. That's an adult. You know, it was really weird for me. And I remember when they were, I think it was, were they on 106 Park? They were on one of those shows, or TRL. It was one of those shows. And it was like, they were like bigging up them being a couple. And they were like, and I remember Brandy being like, oh, I'm not going to say anything, but you know, everybody know what it is. And I'm like, he's like, for me at the time, I'm a kid. I'm like, he's like 30. It was weird. It was weird. But the adults, especially the adults in media, were justifying that relationship. And for me, I thought it was very odd. Now, let's get...
Now, where was her mother at when she was with him alone at 16?
Well, listen, child, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Before I get into the comments, what you got to say, Mama Star?
I want to say that this is very heartbreaking. I didn't pay attention to her and Wanye because I was looking at her and Kobe.
Oh, yes. Is she going to talk about Kobe? That was such a huge deal for Philly.
Yeah, but them people at his school, Lower Marion, oh, they were heated. They said this is not him and Brandy's prime. This is all of our prime.
Listen, well, at that time it was Kobe and Brandy's prom, and I remember being so jealous because I thought I was going to prom with him. Ridiculous. I don't know why I thought that. Ridiculous.
No,
I'm a kid. I was a child.
People were upset that he would bring Brandy because it took away their pomps and circumstances for their prom. Like him and her was the talk of their prom.
I remember, like, Philly doesn't have paparazzi, but Philly had paparazzi then.
Yes.
They got so many pictures. I also remember, do you remember this, millennials? When she did an interview and she was, well, this was back in the day where you had to like buy the magazines, or you would go to Barnes and Noble and you would read all the magazines and read the interviews of the people that you liked. That's what I would do. Like I've been like a bookie, right? I've been like a book nerd before it was cool. And I used to go to Barnes and Nobles and sit there for hours and just read all of those magazines. And that's how I got like a lot of my, that's how I found out a lot of information about people that I liked. You know what I mean? I would get I remember buying from Barnes and Noble the first issue of Teen Vogue with Destiny's Child on it. Destiny's Child, and I forget her name. Vitamin C. That was such a huge deal. Bacon?
No, Anita, Vitamin C.
Vitamin C, she's a singer.
Oh, okay. I thought
As we go on, we'll remember all the times we spent together. Everybody that graduated in the early 2000s, that song played at your graduation. No matter what it was. No matter what it was, middle school, junior high, high school, college, that song plays. I know that lady is just living off the residuals from that song. Anyway, I remember going to Barnes and Nobles and reading that interview, and she was mad because she felt like Kobe played her because Kobe was dating somebody else, but his PR people told him that Brandy was the way to go. And she had a crush on him. So she thought that he was asking her because he really liked her, only for her to go on prom with him, and she did not enjoy it. She was just like, he was not like really talking to her. He was like talking to all his friends or whatever, and she just felt really awkward, used, because she thought that he liked her. That's why he asked her out. She didn't know that it was like a PR setup, and I remember being really disappointed in Kobe, but I got over it. We all got over it. We were children. We got over it. But I was like, Kobe, oh my God, why would you do that to Brandy? I want to be down. Like, I actually was just like, how could you play Brandy? But she was like, she felt like he already had somebody that he wanted to go to prom with, but his parents were just like, no, you got to take Brandy because you're going to be a star. So I hope that's in the book. I hope that's in the book, child. We will see. Oh, finish your thoughts, Mama Star.
So, like I said, I just lately found out about him and Adina and Brandy and that whole situation, and that was.
Do you know that's why Adina Howard, her second album, didn't make it? Yeah, because of Brandy.
Because of Brandy. And I thought she was too old for Wanye.
No, they were around the same age.
Are they? Well, Adina was so grown.
She was the one. No, they're around the same age, and she was the one who was just like, he shouldn't be around there with her.
Yeah, but her music was it exceeded her. That's why I thought she was older.
Yeah.
Because the stuff that Adina was talking
Let
about.
me lay it on the line. I got a little freakiness inside. I'm not going to finish it. Mama started staring at me.
Yeah.
I don't care what they say. I'm not about to pay nobody's way. Yeah.
She was a little bit too much. She was the Little Kim, the Cardi B.
Yeah, before, yeah.
And I thought she was older than Wanye.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought
she wasn't older. She was just grown.
To get with her because she was hot and heavy before them.
Yeah.
So I thought
have Adina tell it. Wanye really liked her and wanted to be with her, but the record label and Brandy's mom from Wanye was forcing that relationship, but he didn't want to be with her. Again, poor thing. She keeps on getting these guys forced on her that she thinks actually like her, and their PR moves. That was a PR move. Brandy, he alleges that Brandy's mom wanted that relationship to happen, and his management and record label at the time thought that that would be great to also, because they also wanted to use that relationship to promote the song, which it did help. But I thought it was weird. I thought it was weird,
but I didn't believe the relationship at first.
I thought it was weird.
I thought it was weird. Promotion too. You know what I mean? They were promoting her and her song. But wow,
I was just like, why is she singing that with a grown man? It was weird. It was weird.
I blame her mother and her father.
Well, she's probably going to blame her mom and that. Some, But listen, here's the thing. I think Brandy is going to talk about her relationship with her mom. But here's the thing. That's her mother. If she's telling it, it's probably because they already worked through it. She not mad at her mama, so why should I be? Before we get into the comments, I want to make it a little announcement. Now, I think about a week or so ago, I put up a poll, and I was like, guys, what do you want? Because we're book club is starting in May. And I said, what book do you guys want to read? And I think it was Parable of the Sower. It was They Were Her Property, and Brandy Phases, a memoir. And you guys all voted. And our first book of the Star Family Book Club is I hate you. Brandy Phases, a memoir. So this is going to be the first book of a Star Family Book Club. I'm looking at my calendar right now because I wanted to start a certain day, but I want to give everybody enough time. So I was thinking the deadline. What do you guys think? I was thinking by either May 13th or May 20th, have the book and have the first chapter read, and we will discuss it in a live. How do you guys feel about that? What do you think? You think that's enough time?
May 20th?
Yeah.
It's April.
Mom, it's like almost the last week of April. I want to give people enough time to get the book. I said 13th or 20th. I want to give you guys enough time to purchase the book.
Right after Mother's Day, so ain't nobody reading that.
Mother's Day? Wait. I'm in April. Hold on. The 13th is a Wednesday.
Okay.
Mother's Day is the Sunday.
The 9th or something like that?
Yeah. No, the 10th. When is Mother's Day? Can you look it up, Mama? I don't care what they say. I'm not about to pay nobody's word.
I'm in love under new
management. I'm in love under new management.
That's the kind of stuff Adina would say.
But she was killing it.
I didn't ever say that she wasn't. I'm just saying that's the kind of stuff.
I don't care what they say. I'm not about to.
Mother's Day is on the 10th of May.
Okay, so the first day would be the 13th is after Mother's Day.
Okay, that's fine.
So let me know what you guys think. I'm also going to put up a poll, but that's going to be our first book, and I'm excited. I was thinking May 13th or May 20th would be enough time to get everybody time, even my international subscribers, time to get the book and at least read the first chapter. I believe the book is about 330 pages, which, Jackie Collins' Lucky was like 800, and I read it in a day. So, but I realized, that's what I was reading when I was at GAMS.
That was my mother's book.
My grandmother was my babysitter, and she had all of Jackie Collins' books.
Oh my God!
And I was reading. I read Jackie Collins' Lucky. Not only that was my book club. Not only did me and her read Jackie Collins' Lucky, we watched the miniseries together. That is my girl. I miss her, but I think that is a good enough time. You guys, let me know if the 13th or the 20th. If you can't really figure it out now, because I know we got lives and schedules and kids and stuff and animals and husbands. Let me stop. I understand that, but I'll put up a poll and we'll make a decision probably May 1st or so. Maybe before that, because if it's going to be the 13th, I want to give you time, but we will see. Let me hop into the comments. Kimberly, thank you so much for the super chat, Kimberly. I don't care what they say. I'm going to talk to you guys for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to move on to the next subject. We're going to have much longer time after we're finished the rest of the subjects, but I want to give everything 10 minutes of discussion so that we're not talking about everything at once. Hey, Magic in the Hamptons, how are you? Magic in the Hamptons, what is your page about? Are you doing stuff in the Hamptons? Let me know. I love the Hamptons. Well, I've never been, but that's like, I fantasize about living in New York City and like having a penthouse or brownstone in New York and a house in the Hamptons. Like that was like, that's how you know you made it back in the day, or maybe even today still. But what is your page about? Let me know. Your channel about. Can't wait for this live. Can we also discuss Sierra from Summer House? Sierra from Summer House is in the next live. Here is why. Not the one this week, next week. Here is why. I'm still not caught up on Summer House. Guys, y'all told me to start at season 8. Sierra started on season 5. I was halfway through 8, and I was like, I was going through the episodes, and I saw her in the thumbnail for season 5. I said season 5. So I went to season 5, and I'm actually glad that I started in season 5 because I feel like now I have a better understanding of her instead of starting at 8. I will say the quality of white men that she was going after has gravely decreased. That first white boy was something. That was good stock. Girl. Anyway, how you gonna come on the show and say you're not a girl's girl, but then you be writing for the most weirdest girls on that show? We'll talk about it. So I want to be caught up on that. And also, I want to be caught up on that because I'm going to start reviewing Summer House. I know we got like a couple episodes left, but it is what it is. And I also want to talk about her cover. So yes, but next week. Thank you so much, Busella. Thank you for being here, my love. E for Empathy said, "Hey Nikki, hey Star fam, happy Tuesday. Let's get into it with another amazing broadcast from my favorite anchor." Thank you. Hey Spency. Spency said, "Hey Nikki and Star fam, excited for this live. I'm back in a raggedy USA. LOL, my trip to Spain was great. I cannot wait to go to Spain. I need to try their food, and I forget what it's called. Is it called a siesta? I need to experience that. Hey, Chunny, how are you? Chunny said, "Hi, Nikki and Star fam. I'm so happy to make this live. Thank you for being here." Miranda said, "I thought today was Wednesday, and I've already opened the wine. We got Nikki up on TV tonight." Thank you so much. I did too. I'm all over the place. These next 2 weeks are so freaking busy for me, but good stuff. Good stuff is coming. A Wonderful Life blog said, "Hello, Nikki.Star and fam. Nikki, are you watching BTV season 2? No, it's a terrible show. It's not good. It's not good. I mean, if they would have did Nicolandria and Ace and Shelley, I would have wanted to see that because I would have wanted to see what happened to the core 4 and how we got here, right? And I would also want to follow Nick and Olandria's journey, but that would have to be an entirely separate show because Nick and Olandria stay on flights. They all over the world. They global. And they couldn't get them, so not interested. I will say from the little bit that I have seen, something going on with Amaya. And I don't think the show ever showed that. And I feel like what I'm seeing, I feel like the show took advantage of somebody who has some issues. Tia said, what's good, Nikki and the Star family? I'm so glad you're joining live tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, CM. Hey, Hannah. Hey, the 10 Weasley. We out here indeed. The 10 Weasley said, "Happy Chili isn't in the thumbnail today. My God, today. What's going on with that tour child?" Hey, Denard, thank you for being here. Mama Star, my beautiful co-host, is in the building. She says, "Hello, Star family. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone is having an amazing day today." Thank you, Mama. Hannah said, "I needed this after all of the bad news about the Black femicide that happened since last week. It's crazy. I feel like my breaking point, like all of it was a breaking point. But that man in that demon in Louisiana who took the lives of them children, and the women are still fighting for it. I said, we got a problem. We got a problem. You know what? We can't do, it's not all of them. It's all of them. We got a problem. Child being single ain't never looked so good. Dahlia said, big month for Black women. Lots to discuss. Hey, Star family. Hey, Dahlia. Thank you for being here. Niche said, I'm here. Hey, everyone. I'm having really bad anxiety today. Work issues still. I'm so sorry. I'm going to ask my boss to transfer me out of the department. I can't do it anymore. Please send positive vibes. Thank you. Absolutely, Star fam. Let's love on Niche. Absolutely sending you positive vibes. I am very happy that you are prioritizing yourself and your mental health and getting out of a toxic environment. Good for you. Thank you, Hannah. I am so excited about that. I follow Lisa, and she was just saying that, you know, she really wants to be interviewed, especially by Black women. And I was just like, well, I got a YouTube channel and I'm Black, and my Star family would love to sit down and speak with you. So so I'm going to interview her, but after the interview, you guys can ask her questions. So my interview with her is probably going to be about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to give her the floor for 15 minutes to just speak directly to you guys. But I'm excited. It's my first interview. We're starting off the interviews. I got some more interviews lined up. Look at us. We're growing up, Star fam. We are growing up. That's why that email list is so important, because things are happening. That's why my schedule is like really crazy, because things are happening and I'm taking every opportunity for us. Hey, Deco, how are you? Thank you for being here. Hannah said we need a prayer for the safety of Black women. Absolutely. Thank you. We got the bang. The bang. Here's the thing. I will never get mad at her, but my natural hair does not like being straight. Oh, she fighting back. Harriet Tubman is in this bang. My God, today. Hey, Give Me Shelter. Thank you for being here. Thank you, TIK-TOK. TIK-TOK said, if you would like to join the Nikki'Star TV family reunion email list to stay included in all things Nikki'Star today, here is the form. Please check that out. Thank you so much, Princess. Princess says, girl, your skin and makeup look fab. Oh, thank you. Coos Girly says, sending strength and good vibes, Niche. Yes, thank you so much. Weezy K said, yay, finally caught alive. So happy. Thank you, Nikki. You better say, oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. Word up. Yeah. Yes, it was also Hype Magazine. And I couldn't and I tried to revive, but like my mom was like Mastrix, so I couldn't revive because it was too adult. But I got my vibe interviews in at some point. Denard said, Brandy girl, how have you never aged? Not even a crack. She looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. Joe, Tiger Beat, I think that was the white one. I think it was the one catered to white teens, because I remember getting both. Because I had my taste back in the day was real diverse. I had a crush on all the Mighty Ducks boys. I had a crush on Brandon Adams, Jason Weaver, all the Sam. No, I didn't have a crush on Yeah. Mike Vitar. That was my boo. That was my boo. Hey, the Nicholas Express. The Nicholas Express says, hey, Nikki, speaking of I Want to Be Down, Queen Latifah is going to be the speaker. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Queen Latifah is going to be the speaker at my graduation. That is so awesome. Congrats. Video, record it, please, and let us know. Report back. Denora said, yes, those hats had us in a chokehold. I had every color. With that corduroy one, you couldn't touch me. Hey, Shoni, thank you for being here. Tia B said, I loved Immature, and they were the cover of Word Up and had their poster inside. I couldn't get into Immature. Like, not the group as a whole. Marcus Houston was always weird to me. Romeo. Because I felt like he was an age-appropriate Devontae, right? That was Devontae for me. I loved Romeo. I recently was like thinking about him, and I like was doing some research on him. Bad idea. Never look up your childhood crushes. Woo! My God, today. Hey, Simone. Simone said, I got an advanced copy of the book. Brandy pulls the curtains back completely. Oh my God, Simone. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Hannah said, the fact that she was exactly like Moesha. You know what? I knew the character was based off of her, but I'm so glad that the show ended when it ended, because out of nowhere, and for some reason this was happening to all the young starlets, out of nowhere, it became cool to not like her. It was so weird. I remember like everybody would talk about Moesha at the lunch counter, right? At the lunch table. Like that was the show. And then out of nowhere, everybody just started hating her. And nobody, all of a sudden, nobody liked Moesha anymore. It was so weird. But you know, I also remember the same thing happening to Britney Spears, and the same thing happening to Christina Aguilera, the same thing happening to Anne Hathaway, the same thing happened to Monica. But here's the thing. Monica was dating, Monica always been too grown. She was dating like gangsters back in the day. And I was like, we're children. What are you doing? Like, Monica been grown. So even though she was a little growny, I didn't feel like the hate was necessary. Like, it just out of nowhere. It seems like Monica never cared. But it seems like as soon as they got to like 18 and like 18, 19, and 20, it's just the media just hated them. Everything that they were doing was so wrong. And it was just really, really, really weird. It also was no longer cool to like Brandy. I think that's around the time Ashanti was coming up. Aaliyah was always cool. And Aaliyah never had any problems. There were rumors about her and that demon. The fact that they were true, my God, today. But it was a season, like out of nowhere, it was just cool to hate the young starlets who like a summer ago were everybody wanted to be them. It was very, 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 very weird. Thank you so much, Eltavina. Eltavina said, you're looking amazing, Nikki. Loving the hair and makeup. Mom, you had a problem with all the mothers. My God, today.
Because I'm saying, what the heck is she doing with R. Kelly?
The industry, man. Joe said Brandy was so famous at the turn of the millennium that she managed to be the first Black woman to survive the end of a white horror movie. That's impact. Yep. Look how clocked in we are. I cannot believe WMC said impossible. Brandy's low note. Whitney, why are you down there? Well, that's like a vocal stem. We all remember that moment. Who remembers that? I can't believe I'm the only one. Y'all don't remember that? And that was right before that accident. And I remember, the old people in my family were just like, see, that's what happens when you join that cult. And they were, everything is a ritual. And they're saying, oh, that's what she had to do to join Scientology. I was just like, I don't think that Brandy would have committed murder to join Scientology. But that was like the rumors back then, especially from the old church people. But that was a big deal. I wonder if she's going to talk about it. NC said Brandy lied to Oprah too. I remember that interview. Everybody was lying to Oprah, child. Everybody was lying to Oprah. Dahlia said, I don't think it's ever a good idea to have a parent be a manager. It's too hard to try to balance both. One always takes the hits, usually the parent role. This happens with a lot of young actors and just young people in entertainment. Their parents, you can't do both. You either got to be the parent or the manager, because one of them is going to take precedent. It's normally the manager. WNC said Dallas Austin said that Monica attacked Brandy behind the scenes of their MTV Awards because someone told Monica Brandy said something but never got confirmation. See, that's the thing. It's always the producers who are saying these things, never them confirming that nonsense. Eltavina said, I first found out about Brandy via Ray J. Love and Hip Hop. What a terrible introduction to an icon. Can't believe they are related. Yep. And because he felt so left out, she made a song about him. Best friend. Don't know what I ever do without you from the beginning to the end. Oh, you always been here right beside me, and I'll call you my best friend through the good times and the bad times, whether I lose or if I win. There's only one thing that never changed, and that you as my best friend. Whenever I'm down, and all that's going on is really going on. Just one of those days when you say the right things to keep me moving on. But she was that girl. Still is. Still is. Joe said, as a kid, I remember thinking how weird it was that adult men were parading teenager Leia and Brandy around as their girlfriends. Thank you. Were you another one who was just like, why is Aaliyah with Dame Dash? I was like, why is he with Jay-Z friend? Ciao. Ciao. WNC said, I didn't have no money as a child. I sit in the store with J14 and read those magazines for hours. Yep. Imagine my heart sinking when they started covering them joints in sealed plastic bag Armageddon. And also, our parents were not buying them magazines. My mom only had money for the book fair, for the Scholastic book fair. And I had a budget for that. So she wasn't buying me all them magazines. But I would, if my mom would have let me, I would have bought them all. I would have bought them all. Carmen said, I always wanted Brandy to be with Kobe. I was pissed and confused when she got with Wanye. Yep. I thought that they were it because we never really have celebrity couples in Philly. The only celebrity couples we had was Brandy and Kobe. That didn't last. And then Allen Iverson and the Brat. That was something. That they ran Philly with that relationship. Mom.
He talked about it.
Shoni said, I missed the poll, but I'm glad it's the Brandy memoir. Me too. We're going to have fun. Denard said, yay, book clubs and May. Yeah, we're going to have fun. We are going to have, the 30th? The 30th? You mean the 13th? The 30th is a holiday, girl. I'm going to be on the grill. Let me look at my calendar. Ain't that a holiday? Oh.
You got to catch up with it.
Yeah, that's a holiday. Right? What is May? What is that holiday? Memorial, right? Is that a holiday? I think that's too late. That's too late. Beach Street, yes. I think that's too late. WNC said a siesta is just a 2-hour break, 6 to 8 hours with one. Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you, Give Me Shelter. We're going to have fun tomorrow. Thank you so much. Social Steph said, Brandy, Monica, Keisha and I Pullum are my age mates, and the hate was for it. Was weird. It was, oh my God, you're right, Social Steph. Social Steph said, I feel like Perez Hilton ushered that. He sure did. He sure did. User said, are you talking about Sierra dating Luke on Summer House season 5? He just announced last week that he is running for Congress. Oh, I gotta catch up. What?
Who's running for Congress?
Luke on Summer House.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. What? Me too. Just G7140 said I had the Brandy Barbie doll. Me too. Remember when the Barbie doll had the braids and then it had her edges tattooed onto. Oh my God, where is that? Oh, I'm so mad. It was a wild time back then, child. Give Me Shelter said, at 15, Kate Winslet lived with a grown man her parents approved. Is that the British thing? My God, today. Very, very weird. Very weird times. Ashley said, when I got older, I got to get a 17 magazine subscription. Looked forward to it every month. I think I got 17 too. Or it was like 17 or Teen Vogue, one of them. El Boogie said, I only got one of those teen mags once in a blue moon. And I go through each one of those to make sure I got the most bang for my buck max votes. Okay. I did. I bought the first issue of Teen Vogue, but I got the subscription of 17 magazine, right? And how I remember it is because there was a bundle deal that I could get. And for some reason, my child self got that magazine and Martha Stewart's magazine because I could get a bundle. So I got that, and that's what got me, into Martha Stewart.
Wow.
They normalized a lot of stuff back then. Social Stuff said I had 17. Oh, wait. Social Stuff said I read 17 Vibe and L. I read them cover to cover. My God, today. Look at us reminiscing. Reminisce. Next up, let's talk about our girl, the ATL Barbie, Angel Reese. I'm so freaking proud of her. I don't even so this is the thing. Y'all know I don't do sports ball, right? But I am so clocked in to the WNBA because I feel like, no shade, no, all shade to Black basketball players. I feel like Black men had a huge opportunity to not only forward the community, but to create Black generational wealth with being in professional sports, right? They dropped the ball so ridiculously. And I feel like because they dropped the ball, the ancestors are now taking that mantle from them and putting it on Black women. And I am absolutely excited because I feel like my people, I don't know what's going on. The Amazon truck backing up into our house.
I did.
Oh, the windows are closed. The blood of Jesus. What's that?
That's somebody's smoke detector.
It's our neighbor. Should we be concerned? Okay, I hope everything's all right. You want to touch the door to see if it's warm?
Never do that.
No, Mom, we got to figure something out. Yeah, okay, Toya-Star said it's fine. Mommy won't check the door. Anyway, I feel like that mantle has been taken from Black men and is being placed of those Black athletes and is being placed, those Black professional athletes, and is being placed on, Mom, stop it. And it's being placed on the rightful owners of the influence, Black women. I'm what? Girl. I'm watching this. I still don't know a lot about the game, but my mom and my sister are helping me. I'm watching it because I'm telling you, I know for sure that what these Black women are about to do with their wealth and their influence, monumental. Monumental. And I'm so glad that I was there in the beginning when it all started to form, because now they're getting the monies that they deserve. Touch the door. You can't touch it, Mom.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, we can't turn it off.
Oh, just take a broom.
This is so ghetto.
Okay.
The button.
Okay, all right. Just take it and it's a little button up there. Just put it in the wall.
Okay, thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, I'm gonna make sure you guys okay.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
This is such a ghetto live. I'm so sorry. Well, first of all, Mom, you can't do that when you no. No, I'm not. Yes, she can help. She can be neighborly, but if there's a fire, if you think there's a fire, you touch the hand, you burn your hand. You are supposed
the whole starfish.
You are supposed to lightly hover over the door. Girl, what's that? That's my Mackenzie. Put it up. You're supposed to lightly touch the door.
Okay.
Hover over it. No, seriously. Hover over it to see if it's warm. If it's warm, there's fire in the hallway and you cannot open it because the oxygen will bring the fire into it. You know what? I'm tired of helping people. Anyway, I'm just no, y'all don't listen. I'm trying to help y'all in case of fire.
So if I would have touched that door,
you would have probably lost. You probably would have had 3rd-degree burns on your hands.
Let's get back on topic.
You are messy boots. Anyway, I'm just really excited about what these Black women are going to do. Watch. Just watch. That's why everybody's hating on them, especially this young lady, because she is one of the architects of this new wave within the WNBA. And I am just so proud of her and her journey. I'm so proud to have been there from the beginning. That's what started it. That's what started it. She had to let Detective Stabler know, don't play with me. Don't play with me. The energy, the excitement, the eyes that she has brought to the WNBA. I am just enamored by this young lady and really happy to see her journey. But when I heard about the news that she was traded to Atlanta, I was like, oh my God, this is something that I know a little something. This is something that she's always wanted. And so I'm really excited about her. So we're going to read an article, 2 articles actually, about Angel Reese being traded to Atlanta. So let me share this with you. Here it is. Gotta do much better. There we go. Why the Chicago Sky traded Angel Reese. This is from Yahoo Sports. Inside the WNBA. Shocker. The Chicago Sky traded away its star Angel Reese, leaving a lingering question why. Here's the thing. I'm glad that she was traded. I really, really am. She really wanted to be traded. I think she was a very good sport, but the Chicago Sky was not ready for her. The way she was introduced, they weren't ready. Now, ATL, they was ready, but Chicago wasn't ready for her. In a blockbuster move on April 6th, the Sky's general manager decided to move on from the team's biggest star after just 2 years with the franchise. This trade is designed to achieve roster balance and represent a great opportunity for all parties, Sky's GM, Jeff Pagliocca, said in the statement after Reese was traded for a pair of first-round draft picks. By all accounts, the former Sky forward was a focal point for the team. However, things changed during the WNBA offseason, raising the question, what happened with Reese in Chicago? How did she end up in Atlanta? Here's a timeline of what led up to Sky's split with Reese. In 2024, Chicago drafted center Camila Cardoso with the number 3 overall pick and Reese with the number 7 overall selection. While Cardoso's selection wasn't surprising, Reese's was somewhat head-turning. Chicago traded up 1 spot to acquire the former LSU product and a package that included a 2025 second-round pick and the rights to a 2026 first-round swap. The 2026 pick is now the number 2 overall selection in this year's WNBA draft. From a pure basketball perspective, there were immediate questions about fit. How could Cardoso and Reese work together in the paint? Which player would the Sky lean on to clean up the boards? Or which player does Chicago pull out when the other is in the post? How will Chicago's guard distribute the ball to both? The concerns about how Sky would make both of their new bigs work together were real, and it became apparent that Chicago struggled to find the answer during their rookie season. The Sky hires and fires coach Teresa Weatherspoon. Now, if you were online when this happened, girl, it was a mess. After early concerns about the fit between Reese and Cardoso, the Sky made another misstep by hiring head coach Teresa Weatherspoon weeks before hiring Pagliocca. Both had limited experience in their respective roles, and Pagliocca did not have a hand in selecting Weatherspoon, creating an environment that wasn't set up for success as their Chicago tenures began. Weatherspoon struggled in her first season as head coach, finishing with a 13-27 record amid a slew of injuries and reported locker room concerns. The Sky also missed the playoffs after winning only 2 of its last 14 games in September of 2024. The Sky fired Weatherspoon less than a year after her hire. The decision to fire Weatherspoon gutted Reese, who wrote an impassionate post on X about her firing. She says, I'm heartbroken. I'm literally lost for words. Knowing that what this woman meant to me is such a pivotal point in my life. She was the only person that believed in me, the one that trusted me, Reese wrote. Many don't even know what it's like to be a Black woman in sports when nobody believes in you. You had a tough job, all the crazy circumstances that we went through this year. And when your back was against the wall, you always believed. I came to Chicago because of you. You were an unsung hero in my life. We built a relationship in a short amount of time that will last forever. You didn't deserve this, but I can't thank you enough. I love you, T. Spoon. When she released that statement, the internet was in shambles. Chicago Sky struggled during the 2025 season. In November 2024, the Sky hired former Las Vegas Ace assistant Tyler Marsh to be the franchise's next coach. The hope was that Marsh could get Chicago back on track with a winning record and return to the postseason. However, the Sky went 10-34 and missed the playoffs again. The offense struggled to find an identity under the first-year head coach, and injuries to players, including guards, Courtney, Ariel, did a little help. Vander Sloot tore her ACL just 7 games into the season, and Atkins, for whom the Sky gave up multiple picks in a trade, was in and out of the lineup. The lack of stability within the offense did little to help Chicago. Reese managed to improve her overall stats in her sophomore year, but the load placed on her to help facilitate, score, and defend was slowly proving to be too much. Soon, her other teammates were struggling too, and Chicago found itself near the bottom of many league-wide categories. Angel Reese suspended by Chicago after comments. After a frustrating season, Reese made a public comments in the Chicago Tribune, listing many of her grievances with the state of the franchise. I'm not settling for the same bleep we did this year, Reese said. We have to get good players. We have to get great players. That's a non-negotiable for me. According to the Chicago Tribune, the former Sky forward reportedly wanted Marsh to coach players harder and see Chicago invest further in its office and training facilities. She also left the door open to the possibility that she might not spend her entire career with the team. I am very vocal about what we need and what I want, Reese explained. I like to be here for my career, but if things don't pan out, obviously, I might have to move in a different direction and do what's best for me. But while I am here, I'm going to try to stay open-minded about what I have here and maximize that as much as I can. Reese later apologized for her comments, but the Sky suspended her for half of the game for making statements detrimental to the team. She did not play another game for Chicago after the suspension. Chicago trades Angel Reese to Atlanta. Pagliocco told reporters during the team's exit interview in September that the team had moved on from the situation, adding that he had regular conversations with Reese and the team. They're constant and they're productive, and until I hear differently, that's the direction we're going to move in. Is that she's on the roster, Pagliocco said when asked about Reese's long-term future with Sky. At the Team USA basketball in December, Reese told the media she planned to play in Chicago. At the time, she was still under contract and had no plans to play anywhere else. However, on the first day of the WNBA free agency on April 6th, Chicago traded Reese to Atlanta for a pair of picks and the rights to swap a pick, per an ESPN report. Reese did not request a trade out of Chicago. The Sky reportedly worked with her to find a new home as they sought to move on, and there was no contention between the two sides during her exit. I like that. To the city of Chicago, you showed me a real love from day one, Reese later said in a video tribute montage to fans. Thank you, Chicago. Always Chi-Town Barbie. Ownership failures aren't helping the Sky after Angel Reese's trade. Chicago's had a long history of losing star players. We're not going to get into that. I do want to get into this next part. This is from Will Chesanek. Angel Reese discussing exciting new role with the Atlanta Delta Dream after the trade from Chicago Sky. Angel Reese will suit up for the Atlanta Dream in her third WNBA season. Reese was dealt by the Chicago Sky on April 6th in a trade that were Chicago first-round draft picks in 2027 and 2028. Reese was selected number 7 overall in the first round of the 2024 WNBA draft and has already made 2 All-Star appearances. Reese has an elite trait in the league with her rebounding. The St. Francis Academy High School graduate led the WNBA in per game rebounding in her first 2 seasons. Reese will look to integrate her scoring on a roster that includes 3-time All-Star Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard and 4-time All-Star Brianna Jones. On Monday, Reese opened up about her new situation in Atlanta when speaking with reporters during a shoot-around. In a video posted on X, on Twitter by Yahoo Sports, Reese spoke about how the paint will be more open, her success last season with ISO plays, and how she won't be expected to take the shot. Yeah, it feels great. I mean, I can't believe this is my life, Reese said. Like I said earlier, the paint is wide open. I can drive. I have a lot of success last year with the ISO plays. So just being able to come down until somebody stops me. Everyone is on Licious and on Rye, staying with JC. So it opens up the floor, but it also makes the job easier for me where I don't always have to take the shot. And here is a video.
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, can't believe this is my life. Like, I mean, like I said earlier, the paint is wide open. Like, I can drive. I had a lot of success last year, ISOs. So just being able to come down until somebody stops me. I mean, everybody's on leash and on ride, staying with JC. So it opens up the floor, but also it makes the job easier for me where I don't have to always take the shot.
Are we happy for our Bama Barbie? I mean, no, I'm sorry, that's Olandria. Are we happy for our ATL Barbie? I'm happy for her. This is something that she's wanted. I'm glad that it was amicable, alleged. And I can really see her shining. I can really see her doing very well in Atlanta. I can see that city really supporting her. And I can see her being a good fit. The team that she's on, I think, I'm not a sports girl, but from what I have gathered, especially from her reaction, I think this is a really good fit for her. And I'm absolutely proud of her and excited about what she's going to do next. Mama Star, your professional thoughts.
Angel Reese is a hero in my book.
Oh.
I love her advocacy. She don't back down. She don't bite her tongue, but she's still a lady.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, and there's a lot going on with the WNBA. First of all, she's a woman, and she's a Black woman, and so women being in the WNBA playing basketball is a strike, but then white women take precedence over the Black women. So she's a Black woman. So she has to stand up and she has to be loud. And, people want to make that an issue with her, but she's fighting for her rights.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate that. And I stand behind her. I think she's a beautiful girl. I think she'll be happy at Atlanta because
I think so too.
It's more her speed. It's more people that look like her. And, the whole Atlanta scene, because there's a lot of Black people that are celebrities there. So I think she would fit in with that. And honey, she looked so cute at the party.
She did.
A little Estrada tour. I love it for her. I really do. And I think she's a stand-up, great representation for a Black young woman. Yeah.
So what do you think about her trade?
I love it. I think, listen, Chicago did what was best for her.
Mm-hmm.
They could not deal with her pushback that she was giving them because she was right. So what they did was got rid of the problem, quote unquote, so they think. But they did her a great service by trading her to Atlanta because she's really going to open up. You know what I mean? She's in her girly girl, era. She's in love, and I think she'll excel there.
Yeah,
I'm happy for her. Good for her.
I also felt like they didn't know what to do with this star.
They did.
Because she's so much more than a WNBA.
Yes.
And I don't think they knew how to deal with that. And I also feel like for what she wants to do, Atlanta is the best place.
Atlanta is the best place.
Because she's not just...
She will
the star of the WNBA. She's a
Right.
star in general,
Bingo.
and she needs to be in a place where all of those avenues could be magnified.
Yes.
And I think Atlanta is perfect
It's
for
the
her.
perfect place because people are there just like her doing the same things
Yeah.
that she's doing. She's in her arena.
Yeah, she is.
So I'm happy for her. I
Me
would
too.
love to go see her there.
Me too. Me
play
too.
ball, yeah.
Congrats, Angel. What do you have to say, Star Family? Let me get my timer on, even though I don't be listening to it, but we're going to get
You
to the
don't listen to
timer
that at all.
at all, child. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Miss Brown Sugar said, friends, y'all are sending me down trips on memory lane. I had to go find that Brandy Whitney clip and play it 2 to 3 times real quick. Yep. Memories. Eltavita said, do y'all remember when Jay and Aaliyah before Dame Dash?
That's the real reason why they don't take
well, yeah, allegedly.
Oh,
that's
the
why.
real reason.
Well, wait. Did Dame take Aaliyah from Jay?
Yeah. But she is something.
Aaliyah shouldn't have been dating them grown men.
Hugged up with Jay and then hugged up with him. I mean, that is too much. But the thing about it is, Damon Dash was his manager or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so he looked up to him and he took his girl. Like, that's the real thing that he can't trust him again.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't either. And Damon is so upset with him why he won't forgive him and let them, just start over. No, you crossed me like that.
I think he could have been able to forgive if there was any change in Dame. He got a lot going on.
Yeah.
He got a lot going on.
He thought he was so much better than Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people like that, they don't change.
Well, here's the thing. He wanted to be the star.
Yeah.
And he wasn't. And I don't think he was okay with that.
He wasn't okay with that. And then he wanted to keep, you know how it is when people have, when you're, when you come up and they're over you, but when you come up and you start to surpass them, they can't handle you. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
He started, his career started taking off, but he wanted to keep him in a certain box.
Yeah.
But he couldn't. And when he got the opportunity and he was excelling, he just went and he didn't look back. And a lot of us need to do that.
Period.
Instead of taking these people with us that keep holding us back.
Not everybody can go. Reprise said, I remember seeing something like Ray J talking about how Kim K was Brandy's assistant and she stole hundreds of thousands from Brandy. Oh yeah, they had a lawsuit and everything.
It's so funny how that family was so connected and how she doesn't give homage to those who pulled her up.
Well, because she was essentially a servant. So why would she want to reminisce about that?
But not even reminisce. But those that help you can show some respect. Paris Hilton. Well,
you weren't there.
Okay.
Paris Hilton treated her like a slave. Like it wasn't. She wasn't good to her. Authentically Bria said, I'm glad everything is okay. It is. So we got new neighbors and they don't know how to work the fire alarm. And the fire, what is it? Is it not an alarm? Is it a fire alarm?
Detector.
The fire detector, smoke detector is very sensitive. So it goes off a lot. But the fact that it was going off so consistently, I was concerned because I was just like, if y'all not shutting it off, if y'all pass out or whatever. But luckily, Mama Star was able to help. Dahlia said the male athletes did a terrible job. Absolutely, with their influence. Hopefully, they learned. The women learned what not to do. Absolutely, the women are going to be the example. My God, today, with all this influence and money and power were put into the hands of Black men, they bred themselves out of generational wealth, gave everything back to their oppressor, and now their women is surpassing them yet again. Ugh.
Well, the thing about it is that I don't like is that you mistreating and misusing our Black women.
Mm.
These are kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're going after them, you know what I mean? And you're just taking them. Like, we already had that with white men.
But Mom, they're also kids too, and that's the problem.
They're also what?
They're also kids too, but they're getting all this money, and then nobody wants to peer.
Kids if you 20 some odd years old and the child is 16.
I'm talking about Black athletes. Who are you talking about, girl? Stay on focus.
Jay-Z.
Mom, I'm on Angel Reese.
Well, we was back.
Oh Lord. Give Me Shelter said, I'm not a sports watcher, but I love the mascot Ellie the Elephant. Me too. Followed by Gritty. Yes, I love Gritty, and I don't even watch hockey. Yeah, those are the ones. Those are the ones. Manderson said, Mama Star paused the production. Sure did. Sure did. Hey, Sebastian. Sebastian said, glad I finally made it live. Thank you for being here.
Mama Star didn't know she had to take the production outside.
Give Me Shelter said, not the 8th grade fire education coming in handy. That, and remember that movie Backdraft? That's where I learned that. I learned it in school, but I saw it in Backdraft because remember when the firefighter went to go touch the door and the other firefighter was like, no, don't touch the door. And he went to go open the door, burned his hand, the door flew open, the fire came in, the oxygen blew everything out. I will never forget that. Never. Yes, congrats to our girl Angel. So proud of her. So Steph said, I'm in the mall shopping and listening to Nikki, minding my business, and some weirdos from a cult just tried to recruit. Run! Run, So Steph. Miss Brown Sugar said, I'm so glad after they got rid of Coach Teaspoon and then Kennedy, there was no one covering her with support. Absolutely. I knew that after she made that message about Teaspoon, I knew she was done with them. Yeah. I knew she was done with Chicago because that firing really was hard on her and a lot of players. And I was just like, I don't know how they can regain her trust after that.
Yeah, she was the only one that voiced it, but I think a lot of them.
Yeah, I think a lot of them felt like it, but also she probably felt comfortable enough to say it because she's the star of the WNBA. Yeah. You know what I mean? And her also mentioning how Teaspoon was treated as a Black woman. I was just like, oh, that's it. I knew she wasn't going to stay in Chicago for much longer. And I'm so happy that she's in Atlanta. User said, are Summer House season 5 through 7 worth going to watch? I only started watching a couple of years ago at season 8. I will say for me, because I don't know none of them people. For me, it's very helpful. It's very helpful. Elzavina said, by the way, Nikki, we appreciate your boots on the ground for Summer House. I know it's a lot of content, but the fact that you are doing it for us, we humbly thank you. You're so welcome. It's actually not bad. I thought it was going to be terrible. It's not bad, especially because I'm watching it with a purpose in mind. Hannah said, we'll never forget LeBron fueling the hate towards Angel. Oh, when I saw how jealous the Black men were of her, the Black professional athletes were of Angel, I was like, oh, she's it. She's it. You know you're that girl when not only are women jealous of you, so are men. When the oppressor is intimidated by you, oh, you're it. And I cannot for the life of me remember that interview, but it was 2 Black professional athletes. I think one was retired. They were doing a podcast together and they were literally telling Angel Reese to throw her next game against Caitlin he was not telling her, he was like, Angel and everybody who's playing against her, throw the game, let Caitlin win and give her the victory as a way of thanking that white woman for bringing all of this attention to the WNBA. And I was like, what? I could not believe it. I cannot believe those Black men were saying that. That's why I was just like, that's why the ancestors removed the power from you guys. That's why y'all lost it. Y'all lost it. Y'all had one job and y'all fumbled. That's why the power is being taken from you, because what do you mean? Caitlin Clark is the reason why. Baby, I remember being a kid rooting for Cheryl Swoops. Doorstep, hello. Doorstep, I'm from Philly. She's a legend. Before Angel was even born. the WNBA was it. Now they wasn't getting the money like they getting now, but back then it was well deserved. Are you Lisa Leslie? Are you kidding me? Caitlin Clark? Oh, them black men is gone. They are gone. Miss Brown Sugar said because a male coach would always get chance after chance after chance. Absolutely. I actually remember, and this is so sad. I actually remember that video of her breaking down and like all the players like going to protect her. Oh, I was done with them and I didn't even really know what was going on. Simone said, "Oh yes, Simone, you gotta go to the games." Simone said, "Thank God Angel is free from Chicago's loser hands." Oh, Atlanta about to do something, and I'm excited. Plain Jane said they invested in players after she left. Interesting. Well, I think they took the money that they were paying her and split it between those new players because they had to be giving her a good coin. They had to be. And I know she got even bigger coins in Atlanta. Plain Jane said the GM listened to her podcast because she picked up two people who Angel asked during her podcast if they would play for the Sky. Both said no, but both are there now. Oh, what is going on with Sky? And nobody want to play there. So Steph said, Angel is so beautiful and talented. She has that it factor that makes people mad. Absolutely. Absolutely. April says, we'll see on May 17th with the home opener against the Aces and Asia. Oh, God. That's going to be a good game.
Which one?
May 17th, the home opener against
Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's going. Oh, my God. You guys are so lucky. Atlanta's already lit, but this right here, my God, today. Oh, wait, she's good friends with Lotto? Anderson said Angel has a best friend, Lotto, in Atlanta. Oh, she's going to have a good time. She's going to have a good time. E for Empathy said, hey, Star fam, thank you for always supporting Nikki and remembering to like, share, and share the video. Thank you. Also, hype it up. Mwah. Thank you. So Steph said Cheryl was the first woman to have her own secret. Yes. Mm-hmm. I can't believe they were saying Caitlin Clark. I was like, do you know who came before her? I'm going to be real with you. I didn't even know white women played in the WNBA. Everybody was black when I was growing up. My goodness. Yes, Reggie Miller's sister.
Cheryl Miller.
Yes, so Steph. Winsome said, so great to be around a team that supports her. Yes.
Candace Parker.
Candace Parker. And the city wants to open its arms to her. Yeah. Oh, I know who you're talking about. She's so funny. I know who you're talking about. I follow her on TikTok. She's hilarious.
No, you don't like her. I mean, not
the girl, the stud.
Oh no,
who are you talking about?
Well, wait a minute.
The stud with the ponytail. She's hilarious. I forget her name, but she is hilarious.
No, she plays for the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about is she a stud? She's a girl to me.
No, ma, she a stud. The one I'm talking about is a stud.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I always get in trouble when I go down these roads. I'm done.
L Boogie said the final fire scene at Backdraft was filmed near my building when I was little. I saw the big fireball. Oh my gosh. Legendary. Pink Pedal said, you and Mama Star's little back and forth conversation tickle me. Because my mom never be on track. I be talking about something. My mom's talking about something that I'm talking about something now. My mom's talking about something we done already covered.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm older.
Yeah. Renee Montgomery says, Miss Brown Sugar said, Renee Montgomery, one of the owners of the Dream, is a black woman, a retired champion who's been rooting for Angel since the start. She knew what to do. I love that. This is going to be so amazing. Oh, I cannot wait to see what she's going to do. And she's also in Atlanta, the Black Mecca.
Mm-hmm.
The support from there is going to be crazy.
They all come out. All of them come out. Candy, all them girls, and all of them come out. They come. They support their basketball team.
She's going to do well. It's going to be a movie. We might need to get back down there.
Yeah, they come out for all their sports teams.
Dahlia said, "You would never hear a black male athlete tell another athlete to throw the game. It blows my mind that these men will tell a black woman to do it. I think the shareholders would have something to say about that." Can I tell you, when they said that, I was just like, oh, so there are scripts. Remember that football player got dragged for saying that there are scripts in the sports, like that they have to go by a script about who wins or who loses, and that a lot of sports was fake. I was just like, so are you confirming that it's fake? Why would you tell her to throw the game? And then I'm just like, everybody needs to be looking at you guys. Like, were you gambling? Were you guys throwing games? I couldn't believe that those comments were just passed on. I'm like, that was really alarming to me. Hannah said, so many black male players keep pushing for Clark to be the it girl. Well, they're billboards of white supremacy. So what would you expect? Not much from them. Elbow, you said, as a Chicagoan, ouch, y'all. I understand, but ouch. Sorry, we were just talking about the team, not Chicago. Oh, Chicago's that girl. I love Chicago. Can't wait to visit. Only in the spring and summer. That winter, y'all got it. Dahlia said, y'all should hear Kevin on stage talk about the WNBA. He made several really good arguments for why they should be supported. He's a good guy overall. He's going through it right now. We'll talk about it later, but my God, today, Kevin on stage. Let's move on. Next up, we have the Bama Barbie. From the ATL Barbie to the Bama Barbie. When Olandria drops some fashions, we have to talk about it. So,
Jones.
What, Mom?
She played basketball.
Okay, we'll talk about Olandria, Mom. The Bama Barbie was all over Coachella. I think she was saying that she wasn't coming back the second week, but I think she's there now, or was there for the second one. And I don't know, she might be a stagecoach because a lot of people are going to stagecoach. They're trying to make that a thing now. And I mean, I know it is a thing, but I'm saying the thing with us. But she was all over Coachella, and I'm telling you, she owned it. My timeline is not Coachella. Like, I don't enjoy Coachella. I don't enjoy Coachella content. It's not for me. It just, my skin crawls when I see that stuff. Y'all saw my vlog about Coachella. Hated it. So it's not for me. But what was so shocking to me is that although I hit uninterested on Coachella content and I was not the target audience for Coachella, she was still all over my feed. So many brands were posting like she's it. She's not rising. She's not becoming the it girl. She is the it girl. I don't think there's any others. I don't think there's any other it girl competing with her. I don't think there is another it girl but her. She was everywhere. I kept on seeing her. I'm like, oh my God, brands I ain't never know of was just like, Olandria's here. Like, she's it, y'all. She's it. The girl is a legitimate celebrity at this point. My God, today. So she had, so they were calling Coachella BarbieChella because Barbie has sponsored her to be at Coachella. And she had her own little booth. It was really cute. She announced it with the, you okay, girl?
Oh, girl. I can't even see what these flags.
She announced it with a photo shoot that was showing her wearing the outfit, the swimsuit for the first Barbie that was announced in the 50s. And she had the whole ponytail and just like the Barbie doll from the 50s. And I'm hoping that a Barbie is coming soon. Like, to do all of this and not have a Barbie, I actually thought an Olandria Barbie was going to be announced at Coachella. Yeah, I really thought that if it was going to happen, this would have been the time to do it, but we didn't see it. But I think it's coming. I really do think. Oh my God, that would be so awesome. Something has to come because from this collab, something really has to happen. But she hosted a Barbie Chella. She hosted BarbieChella, and there was a whole booth there. And here are a few pictures from it. Like, every picture was hitting. I love her in this like ashy blonde. Oh, love it. This is her at her little Barbie coffee bar. Like, this is so awesome. Like, she looked amazing. Hair, makeup. I don't know if Esther was doing her makeup, but she looked amazing. She looked amazing. And what I really love is that she takes her besties everywhere with her. And these are the besties that was running her social medias when she was on Love Island. And I love that she takes them everywhere. Girlhood, friendship. And this is one of my favorite pictures. Listen, I cannot stand Coachella. I probably would have, if I could have went, I would have went just to go here. This was so cool. This ashy blonde is eating.
They say that other child was there.
Nobody matters when Olandria's in the picture. Hello, it's her world. And so this is an interactive booth. So it's videos of her as different Barbies. So freaking, like all of this, it hasn't been a year, y'all. It hasn't been a year. My God, today. 9 months. My God, today. Look at this. No way they're not going to give us a Barbie. There's no way. Look at this.
She was there with baby fat.
She was?
Mm-hmm. She they sponsored her with some outfits on that brown outfit that she had on with the
that was baby fat.
That was baby fat.
Oh, that was cute. It wasn't Barbie though. The Barbie fits. Whoever styled her for the Reismans, the Barbie fits 8. I love the Barbie fits. This is just some more. Oh, so she was wearing Moschino. Love it. Moschino on them is this couture. Yeah, she's going to the Met. She's going to the Met. She's going to the Met. Well, Mom, it's only invite only. So maybe somebody else will invite. Maybe Tom Brown will invite Nick. I don't know.
It's a ticket for them too. Look it up.
Mom, you are invited to, you cannot bring a guest. You are invited by the designers. Now, if the designers want to invite Olandria and Nick, they will do that. You cannot bring a +1 to the Met, Mama. Because I keep on saying it and you keep on trying to change history. I know what I'm talking about.
You
know what? The Met Gala is coming up. Let's see if she can bring Nick as a +1.
She brings Nick.
Okay. When the designer, if Nick is there, a designer invited him. Mom, you cannot bring a +1 to the Met. You don't know how it works. You're just making stuff up.
She's going to be with Nick.
Oh my God. It's very stressful when you live with your own version of the neighborhood talk. Anyway, yes. Anyway, my God, today she ate this up. And I will say she was moisturized the whole thing. Vaseline dropped the ball. Where is the collab? Olandria or something. Y'all need to have something. And this is one of the things that came up in my feed. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills posting her. Although this looks like Esther's work. If y'all have been seeing my makeup.
Esther that did her makeup.
Girl, Mom, you don't be knowing stuff. You just be making stuff up. You just made that up.
Esther did do her makeup.
I don't know if she did the Barbie.
Esther was somebody else because they commented. They did comment about her and Nick in that photo. That last post of them. I can bring it up.
Bring it up, please. Bring it up.
I will.
Anyway, this is one of the pictures. They're going to defend you. Anyway, this is one of the pictures that came up in my feed. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills posting her. Every brand that you could think of was posting this woman. And what I was saying is, I don't know if you can tell from some of my makeup looks, not this one, but I've been trying to recreate a lot of looks that Esther has done on her. I don't have the skills, but I've been doing a little something and I've gotten compliments. So, but I just wanted to show you just a few pics of her at Coachella, and I'm just getting ready for the Met. I'm getting ready for the Met Gala. Bezos and that funny looking wife can choke. I'm just there to see the fashions and support the designers. Anyway, those are all of my. Oh my God! Before we move on, her end as her reign in the first week of Coachella ended. She decided to drop us with this. She has her own purse, guys. She is doing a collab with Brandon Blackwood, and she has her own purse, the Olandria. My God, today. My God, today. How freaking awesome is that? It looks so cute. You know what? Let me check Brandon's site, because the last time I went, I didn't see it. I think I was early. It should be on there now. It may be sold out, child, because everything she does gets sold out. Yeah, I still don't see it on here. Maybe I missed it. Or maybe it was just a Coachella thing. I probably missed it. Yeah, I don't see it on the site. It's sold out. It's sold out. Do any of you have it? Did you guys get? Oh, wait. Hold on. This was 6 days ago. Olandria reveals the date for her purse collaboration will be released soon. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna share this with you guys. Hold on. So we can watch this together. Because when is that thing coming, girl? Oh, wait, volume up.
The date will be released soon. I didn't want to like give a date just yet. You know, I'm trying to make sure everything is where it needs to be. But the date will be dropping very, very soon. I'm super excited that y'all are excited for the drop. Very, very, very first collab like this. And it, honestly, for it to have so much, you know, press around it already from you guys, just like putting out video, like natural, organic videos, really makes my day. Makes me excited for the drop.
All right.
Let me get back to the comments.
So,
oh, Jasmine, when is that bag dropping? Honestly, y'all have been making me giggle since I dropped like the soft lunch, because people are fighting over it. So
this is the soft one. Here's the thing.
The date will be released soon.
I'm not going to be fighting with these kids, because we got to tell the truth and shame the devil. Olandria's success. Oh, what the hell? Olandria's success is the work of millennials. That's the core audience, okay? Who put the work in. Everybody came together. I know boomers was in the paint. Gen X was in the paint. Gen Z was in the paint. The millennials led that charge. You have got to have some person set aside for the aunties. I mean, you come on, Landy. You have got to have some person set aside for us. It's only fair. But I'm just like, I am in awe of this lady's success. My God, today. You cannot touch what Black woman has anointed. My God, today. That's all of my thoughts about Bama Barbie CHELLA. What do you guys think? Let's get into it. Hannah said it would be so hard to get that new bag. But you know what? I will say this. One thing I like about Brandon, he does restock. I don't know if he's going to restock this, but it would be very foolish not to. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like she's going to be like an exclusive girl. It's just like, oh no, only a few people get it. She doesn't give me that, but we'll see. We will see. Her team is immaculate. El Boogie
Kimora did her makeup at Coachella.
Kimora Lee Simmons?
No.
Or Kimora Lee?
Her name is
22 hours later. El Boogie said, love her so much, I'm waiting to buy my Barbie. It has to be coming. It has to be coming. It has to be. Like, no way. No way. E for Empathy said Alabama Barty was the it girl of Coachella, and who is shocked? She even had she should have security, which is weird to me. She did not have security. Northwest had security and she didn't, but Northwest like ran up to her. She was so shocked to see her. And her mother, Kim, said that she is a huge fan of Nick and Alandria, but especially Alandria. And North ran up to her screaming. And it was just so funny how Alandria all of a sudden turned into a black auntie when she saw her, because North was like, she couldn't get herself together. She was so nervous, but she was covering her mouth and she was scared. And Alandria's like, put your hand down and take the picture. I said, Alandria. She watching her. I knew you wanted to talk about Young Thug. She just went into like a Southern auntie real quick. Put your hand down and take the picture. And I was like, oh. You literally just met that baby, but black women, my God, today. But it was cute. It was really, really, really cute. She absolutely owned Coachella, Mama Star. Barbie Chella, my God, today. Hannah says she's here to stay. She sure is. She sure is. Miss Brown Sugar said, Alandria's team is incredible, and I love that for her plus us. Absolutely. Dahlia said, Lori Harvey and Jordan Woods tried to be it girls, but Alandria got it. She actually has personality, and that's important. You know what? I'm actually shocked that we don't see or hear from Lori that much. Is she in the UK? With that guy, Damson? Girl, you better come back to America. Or are we going to try acting? What's going on? Are you trying to get married? Are you trying to live on a Shire with Damson? oh my goodness. You must really love him, because Lori used to be at everything. I'm telling you, you could not walk in Beverly Hills or Melrose without seeing Lori Harvey and some paparazzi. She was always there trying to get a shot of something, always going to Toast to get something to eat. She wasn't eating. But she was everywhere. She was very local. And the fact that you can't see her no more, we don't see her no more, you must be really in love with that man. Child, they fall in love and they disappear. Now you up in the UK doing what? Making him beans on toast every morning. Girl, you better get back to America and get them coins. Shay says, oh, but Jordan Woods, she's about to become a wife now. She ain't trying to be no it girl. Shay said, LOL, cool it with Chicago basketball like MJ and Bulls didn't have it on lock. Oh, they sure did. They sure did. Shay said, hi, Nikki'Star Star family. Alandria is gorgeous, definitely pretty in pink. Oh, that's our color. That's our color. That's why I'm so glad the bag is pink. Can you imagine me? My little pink leather Alandria purse? You can't tell me nothing. Elba, you said, if I can't buy it in store or from the Barbie site, I will break Amazon fast to buy this doll. Thomasy said Alandria could even start her own doll brand. She could, but I think right now she's just collecting as many opportunities as she can. BY said, I heard that Alandria has her own bag design. Ola was the inspiration. Good to see. Yes, with Brandon Blackwood. Hannah said, so glad she keeps her bestie, especially after the betrayal from Ace and Co. Yeah, me too. Me too. Dahlia said, I really love a good stiff hair flip up. I hope Alandria brings it back. It's so freaking cute. Me too. Me too. Social Stuff said Ashley Blonde is beautiful on chocolate. It really, really is. Give me Chelsea said that Alandria is a goddess. She sure is. BY said Ola will eat for years. Oh, she's here to stay. She's here to stay. Jessie said she posted something about a doll game coming soon. Oh, that's great. This has to be a lead up, y'all. A doll game. That Barbie's coming. That Barbie's coming. Oh my God, El Boogie, what if it is a collection? El Boogie said, if they give us an Alandria Barbie collection, I will, oh my God. That would be so smart. An Alandria Barbie collection. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. At this point, it's coming. It's coming. Mr. Chicken says, same. I'm so glad Olan continues to have her real friends and family close by while she's navigating this whole new work. Yep. Oh, it was custom. Miss Brown Sugar said, yes, that baby fat custom look was everything. Custom. Oh, I know that's right. Yes. I know that's right. Oh, Mom, it was Esther that did her makeup. That's what Hannah's saying. I did not see Esther at Coachella. Miss Brown Sugar said Nick knows his place, waiting for the after party. She is at work. There were a couple of pics of them together. L Boogie said, I bought Vaseline for the first time in 20 years because of Olandria. Listen, when they bring back that glitter Vaseline that they did for Christmas and New Year's last year, I wasn't quick enough. When they bring that back out, I'm getting it. I'm buying it in bulk. Thing called Fate said, I feel like I'm alone in liking. Oh, you are not alone in liking Anastasia's foundations. Shout out to Jackie Ina, because that collab really put me on to Anastasia. I was already getting her makeup palettes from Marshall's, but I wasn't like I was getting them, but then Pat McGrath came out and I was like, oh, I'm good on Anastasia because I got Pat McGrath. When Jackie did the collab with her, that brought me back to Anastasia. And that, I don't know what's going on with Jackie Ina. Girl, that palette was amazing. Can you do something else? I can't believe that was it. What happened, girl? Bring that back. She had a collab. Where was I, Miranda? Miranda said, girl, Vaseline collab was like 6 months ago. I brought the body oil. Where was I at? Shay said, Nick might get an invite because he is a model and popular, but I think it's invite only. It is invite only. Don't let Mama Star fool you. Toya Star said, thank you so much, Star Family, for joining the Star Family Reunion email list. We love you and are happy to see you soon at Nikki's events. Thank you all so much. It just really makes things so much easier because not everybody looks at the posts. Not everybody is on, my lives. You guys watch me for different things. The email list just helps me reach everybody at once. So thank you all so much for joining.
Mama started to know what she's talking about.
Give me Shelter said, I love this for Olandria. The purse is cute. Oh, I'm getting that purse. She better come out with a date. Shay said, I just know the Love Island cast is jealous, sick looking at her success. She's so humble and gorgeous and deserving. And the thing about it is, for her and Nick, they could have been along for the ride. They could have been along for the ride. Dolly said, and I love that she's working with the Black designer. I'm still gagged over that brown pony dress. Brandon Blackwood design for the CFDAs, a great collab. Absolutely. But that's how she's going to eat, right? That's how she's going to eat. She knows her audience. She's so smart. She knows her audience. She knows. She said, my audience is Black women. And she's going to stay at the top. She's smart. She's smart. BY said more will come. She sells everything she touches. Yeah, it would be ridiculous for them not to restock that. But Brandon restocks. So I'm hoping that we'll get a restock. Carmen said, I'm like, do I really want to spend $600 for a purse? And I was like, yeah. Is it going to be $600?
Well, Landry's purse?
You think that purse is going to be $600?
No.
Maybe $300. Girl, we're in a recession. Oh, she did have security. Doc said Olandria did have security at different points. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. No, Cameron. No, Mom, don't listen to Mama Star. Cameron said Kimora Lee Simmons did Olandria's makeup. No. The CEO of Baby Fat is a makeup.
No, it's a girl called Kimora.
No, it's a makeup person called Kimora. And that's Hannah said Kim K wants to steal Ola's essence, and that's why we got to keep her in prayer. Keep her in prayer. But I think her mother's on it, and I think Olandria's on it.
What?
Staying away from Kim. Don't let her harvest her. L Boogie said North is a fan of Olandria. There may be hope for that child after all.
She had a whole grilling looking like her father.
Man, that's a Hollywood kid. They're different.
And Young Thug was a babysitter.
They are different.
There
are kids at Coachella, y'all. Y'all gonna have to deal. Miranda said, "This is her world now, and I'm loving it here." Me too. Happy for her.
How old is
Too young for Coachella.
I don't know. That's not my child.
I go to Coachella. Too young for Coachella. There's no kids at Coachella.
L Boogie said couldn't open a grocery store without seeing Lori Harvey. Girl, she was everywhere. Lori Harvey was mad local for a minute. Now I don't see her at all. Only time I see her is when she's booed up with Dameson in the UK. You better get home.
You might be paying her to stay home.
Lori, don't take the bait. Don't take the bait. She must really love that man.
Let me tell you one thing.
She must really love that man. Them British boys is picking up the American girls. My God, today. What they doing to y'all over there? Child. Cameron said, don't nobody care about Lori Harvey. You literally broke up with my brother Michael because you think he was a square and now he's an Oscar winner. Ha ha. Well, we don't know.
Later, so.
I think, listen, y'all started calling him Steve Harvey. And so it probably got weird for her. Shay said, can you imagine if Olandria was able to get a cameo in the Barbie movie? If they make another one, there's no way she wouldn't be in there. Hey, Always Priceless. Thank you for being here. Hannah said a fan created a doll game for her. Another created a website, a talented fan base of Black women. That's the way to win, child.
I love that name. Always Priceless.
Is my Michael said Lori isn't really liked by rappers anymore. She moved on to bigger and better actors and other young Hollywood people. Well, also rappers are falling out of grace now. They're not cool anymore because they're all conservatives. They're not cool anymore. They're not cool anymore. They do. Elbows. I think they have the shimmer gel oil now. That's the ones I bought. Oh, they do. Child, let me get that. L Boogie said, I still want the Jackie Aina palette. L Boogie, it was a moment. That palette ate. Every time I wore that, people were just like, oh, you look good. I don't know why Jackie didn't do another one. I don't know why she didn't do another one. That was it. She got so many compliments.
Is there alcohol in here?
What?
Is there alcohol in here?
No. What I put alcohol in the banana bread?
And you are eating the whole thing.
No, I'm not.
Did you get any?
A slither.
Y'all, I made a banana, carrot cake banana bread.
It is good. Nikki.Star she can cook.
They tear that up. I don't know if it's gonna make it to tomorrow. Thomas said, love that she is getting all the opportunities, but I hope she is getting proper rest. Yes, at least we know her family and friends are right by her side. Me too. Me too. I hope she's getting a proper rest. Thing called Faith said, I volunteer for Roger Jean Page to come scoop me up. There is a scene in You, Me, and Tuscany where he actually sings, and I'm like, he cannot be serious. He cannot be serious. Always Price said it was not Lori Harvey that called him a square. It was the podcaster girl, Lori something. They went to school together. Oh yeah, Lori Harvey never said that. She doesn't speak. She never said that about him. Khadijah said, thoughts on Olandria doing the remake of Life Size movie. I think she would be so good for this. If she can act, absolutely. Y'all know I'm a snob about acting. So if she can act, yes, I love my girl down, but give that to an actress. If she can act, absolutely. Jesse said, not Mama Star getting crunk on banana cake. I did not use alcohol, but you know what? Should I have used some of the
No, this is fine. It's really good.
some of the Beyonce whiskey? WNC said a dash of rum belongs in banana bread. What, for some reason too, it tastes like it got alcohol in it. What did I do?
I thought it was a little something.
Oh no, you're tasting. Oh, I made fresh vanilla.
Nikki, why do you have this clip in here?
Cause I'm tired of this bang. You don't like it? Let me take it out.
Take that clip out.
Let me take it out. She's Cameron said, where's Jackie Aina? I miss her on YouTube. She's still there. She's on YouTube and she's on TikTok. Authentically Bria, I'm gonna do it again. That was just like a test run because I'm having a You, Me, and Tuscany dinner party. And that was like no, Latoya. It was my idea.
I have had that before.
It was my idea. You are helping. You are staff.
Here's the thing.
You are staff.
Nikki, I want you to tell the truth to these
You are staff.
We are
I've been said
partners.
no. I said that
You're
I'm doing.
handling the menu, but I do all the decor.
Yes, but that doesn't mean we're partners.
We're
You're
partners.
staff.
No way.
It's my idea. It's my idea. It's my menu. It's my decorations.
It's not your decoration.
Yes,
Are
it
you
is.
kidding
Latoya, you have a
No,
lemon
it's not,
journal.
Nicole.
It's my decorations.
No,
What
Mom, we
decoration?
both have that. No.
The
Here's thing.
lemon candlestick
We
holders,
both
the
have-
lemon bowl, the lemon plates, the lemon pitcher, the lemon cups.
Nikki, you don't want me to bring my decor down here on this live.
Well, I
Please.
thought she did lemon.
Nobody
I
cares
do,
about that
I
Bahama
have-
Breeze decor you have.
Oh, honey, my things are exclusive. Let's
Girl,
be clear.
exclusive to the Dollar Tree. No shade to the Dollar Tree.
Never.
No shade. I'm sorry. I didn't mean the Dollar Tree. Dollar General. But I was authentically Bria. I was working on the recipe, and obviously it's a hit, so I'm gonna stick with that. Obviously, it is a hit. Dahlia said, I know that makeup isn't the juggernaut she used to be on social media, but does it feel like Jackie fell off? She put out those candles and disappeared. No, I don't think so. I guess because I follow her everywhere. She seems pretty active to me and doing really, really well. Cameron said, I'm just ready to see Olandria at the Met. We got 2 weeks until our girl. Oh, I can't wait. Her plus one. Her plus one. I'm gonna get 2 more and then we're gonna move
I feel like I
on.
have to go get my decor.
Timmy said, I love the live studio audience.
They need to know that I am. That you don't have a company called Exclusive. I don't want to.
Dollar General. Always Prices said, y'all got me hollering and giggling on this treadmill.
I don't have a problem with any of the dollar store, but let's be clear, my things are exclusive. Nikki, some of my stuff it's not even in this country.
You know what? I'm gonna vlog this, and we're gonna see her decorations, and we're gonna see my decorations. You be the
Why
judge.
would you know we're partners? Why you
You don't have decorations.
Here's the thing.
You
The
have-
thing that
She has
Mom, I
decor.
have decorations. I have decor.
No, she
You
does.
have decor. You don't have decorations.
She does.
You know what decorations
Mom,
are?
she
Decor.
Paper.
No, Mom.
Paper.
That's crafting supplies.
I don't want Nikki. I will literally go and get some of my stuff and show you live. Let's not play with me. You know that I don't play with my decor. My decor is incredible. Have they seen your vlogs and things like that?
Yeah, and where is your decor in the vlogs? I'll wait.
Nikki, please don't let me go get my He Is Risen. Please don't let me go get my my table settings. Please. I don't want to do that.
First of all, I was the one that picked up the He Is Risen plates.
No, you wasn't. It was me.
No, not
Okay,
the
it
place.
was you.
Mama Star.
It was you.
Well, we know that
Latoya,
walking
I'm the decor girl. It is what it is. It's all right.
This is crazy.
It's all right. But they'll be the judge. They'll be the judge.
I'm gonna let you live on here.
They'll be the judge. Always Price says, shout out to the Lemon Journal. That's all she got. All she got is a Lemon Journal.
She do living in line. She do living in line.
Oh, you know what?
Did she see my lemon journal?
Toya, please pass me the lemon.
Wait a minute.
Pass me the lemon.
Did she see my lemon journal?
No, I said that's all the decor you have is a lemon journal.
Oh, okay. So let me go put out a little something to let them know what this party about to be. What do you want me to hand you?
I want the lemon.
That I bought.
What lemon?
Where's the lemon
It's
plate?
down on the bottom shelf.
This is mommy's decor. Why is this down here?
Let me
Who bought this?
let me just
Mommy.
Mommy bought this stuff, not me.
this is their decor. For you,
Okay.
me and
Give me 1 second.
you, me and Tuscany. Baby, I do ceramic. I do enamel. I do cast iron. Please don't play with me. Please don't play with me. Play with your coochie, not me.
Nicole.
I apologize. I apologize. Winsome said, is the Met Gala streamed on YouTube? How do we view it live? I think it is on. I don't know. I watch it on E. I watch it on E. Yeah, that's where I watch it. This is what she want me to put biscuits on.
Nicole.
Plastic? My grandmother would never. My grandmother would never. Thank you. Always Prices said, LMAO, sorry, Mama Star. Nikki got carried away. I did. Oh, so you streamed it live on YouTube. I watched it on E. I watched it on 8. Anyway, let's move on to Tia's got a man at home, and good for her. Good for her.
I thought her and Corey had gotten back together.
No, people were assuming that because they said that the picture that she took a picture, and they said that it was Corey's feet. She took a picture of her being in between her man's legs, and they was like, "This is Corey's feet."
I don't have a lot of time, but because we have to. So, like, hello, Star family. Toya Star here. Oh, my earrings! I gotta get my earrings. But just so that you know, gorgeous. Okay.
What is it?
This is a placemat, but you wouldn't know that. Gorgeous.
Wait,
right? And then I have matching
a placemat for the Jolly Green Giant.
And then I have,
who are we feeding? Manu Bowl?
And then I have
who are we feeding?
And then I have my matching here.
Who are we feeding?
That's just one thing.
Who are we feeding? Why is the mat so big?
I don't want to open.
It's not
them.
cohesive.
I don't want to open them because I like gorgeous things, but I am actually.
This will not be at my Yumi and Tuscany
I'm
party.
Actually having a lemon lime event. And look at this. This is from the lemon lime family. This is actually tangerine.
Oh, this is it's napkins, right?
Yeah,
straight from Dollar General.
No, this is not from Dollar. They don't have
straight
this.
from Dollar General.
Actually, I'm sorry, at Dollar General. They're not really full of. So you need to stop.
You don't know. Now Dollar General is racist. Oh,
Dollar General is terrible.
I can't.
And somebody, and who was the person that said, did they say lemon journal? Look at that. It's so cute. It's actually a lemon journal. And someone
you think I'm gonna have this nonsense at my dinner party?
Someone will win this at my lemon and lime event.
You think I'm at that big placemat?
And
for
then
what?
I couldn't do a journal without a specialty pen. Oh my God, so cute. And then
Tism.
Every single event
and Mama's store.
Y'all are so
and
ghetto.
Then every event I always give away something to do with travel. So let's be clear, I don't know why Nikki is acting like this on this platform, but we actually partner up on so many things.
Here's the thing. It's not that
when you see the decor, just know it's Toya.
Toya, your staff for this event, though.
Excuse me,
we do partner up
on
certain things, but we're your staff on this event.
I'm not staff.
You made yourself a co-host, and I didn't tell you that. I said I'm hosting a You, Me, and Tuscany dinner party.
No, we.
I already no.
You keep
no, we're
saying
not.
a lot of
no, we're not. You know what? You okay?
It's we.
Girl, you'll be lucky. You'll be lucky to get in. You'll be lucky to get in.
I'm on my way. Here's the thing. I'm on my way out somewhere, so I couldn't really cook.
Oh my God, Latoya. I'm sorry, I got hang time.
I'm on my way out somewhere, so I really couldn't dig into my decor. But tell them to please make sure they look at the pictures and know that the decor is exclusive by me.
You know what? I'm gonna let her live in her delusion as long as she's happy. Anyway, Tia's got a man at home. He is not a YN. First of all, black people with that YN stuff, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna get real boomer. I don't like it. I don't like it, especially since y'all be saying that a lot of mixed company. I don't like that. That's weird. But he's not a YN. He's damn near 40. Yeah, that's a grown man.
Oh, hey.
But anyway, she was spotted with her man, living her best life. But I will say she did a video that was called "Dress Like Your Man." And the way she dressed is how that man looked. So she's been with him for a minute. Because I remember her doing that video like before Christmas. Like way before Christmas. So she has been with him for a while. She seems to be very happy. So happy that she's doing like TikToks about him. Yes, girl. Yes, girl.
But I thought I'm a little mixed up. I thought her and Corey had got together, back together. But then when I see her,
no, they're just healthy co-parents.
But when I see her with this dude, she's wrapped around him.
Oh, she loved him.
She
loved him. And you know what? I have to be honest. Me too. I am very happy for her. And this is like a tale of two twins.
Wait, y'all not talking about the twin with the
Her sister is the one that's married to MAGA. And her men they not MAGA, child. They not mega. She love a
Yeah, from the
she
hood.
love a nigga. I said, Tia, okay. She said, I ain't nothing like that sister child. I'm black. And I like my men.
That sister need to go over and hang with a little black.
Listen, I don't know if that's gonna bring her back home, but she been gone because I remember that reality TV show and she was crying over that funny looking man then, begging him to be with her. Oh, yeah. I hated that show. Anyway, we're gonna read the article about Tia's new man together. Let's bring her down. Tia's got a man at home, big home, and he's grown. A grown man. And she's in love, child. She's in love under new management. Back at it, Tia Mowry, 47.
Yeah, NikkiNicoleStar.
Nobody else can take his place.
Oh my God, I hate when. What the hell? Anyway, back at it again. Tia Mowry, 47, is dating hunky teacher Giovanni Armada. 35. After divorce from Corey Hardick, all details. Tia Mowry has backed herself a talented new boyfriend for more than 10 years, her junior. Okay. She's not robbing the cradle. He's 35. That's a grown man. After finalizing her divorce from Corey Hardick, the U.S. Sun can exclusively reveal he does look a lot younger than 35, though. Tia, 47, is dating artist.
10 years her junior, so what's she 40 something?
She's 47, he's 35.
All right now.
Tia, 47, is dating artist and teacher Giovanni Armada, 35, who was seen kissing the actress during an outing in Los Angeles last month. This was them heading out for coffee, dressed alike. I know that's right. This is them getting a little kiss. Oh, he got wicks. I know that's right. Why is Toya gonna be hating?
Because they dress alike.
Oh Lord, this is
me and my dude was dressed alike, and that's all I hear you talking about.
Oh wow, my dude loves to put stuff in stores.
It's all about her, child. This is them getting a little kiss. The paparazzi is catching him, and this is what he looked like. Giovanni Armada is a father of 2 young children and hails from East Cleveland, Ohio. Fans flooded social media. Southern. Cleveland, Ohio is not the South.
No, I'm saying for me, I gotta give me the Southern.
Okay. Fans flooded social media with praise for the star after she stepped out with her mystery man, with many also marveling that she seems to be aging backwards. Tia's new love is originally from East Cleveland, Ohio, but now lives in the NoHo Art District, in the hood, in Los Angeles, where he works as a teacher and runs Daily Boy Creative Studio. He holds a Bachelor of Arts degree from the University of Toledo, Ohio, and a master's in fashion design and luxury management from Grenoble, France. Oh, okay. Facebook posts show he was a young father and has 2 children, a son and a daughter, and he appears to be a doting single dad. Alongside cute pics he shared, they say a man's life changes when he has a daughter. My motivation has increased and my ambition to create has pushed me above and beyond. I love you, baby. I want to keep that smile as big as possible. In a post from 2015, he also wrote, I used to question why I was given a son at 19. It makes sense now. I needed this kid today. I needed to share my life and expand my world with someone who loves me in the purest form naturally. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the girl done rolled out and she done left him with these 2 kids.
No, it seems like he's an active father, so he might.
No, he said he's a. I thought you said he's a single dad.
Well, his baby mom is a single mom. That's what they say. Single mom.
No,
it doesn't
say single dad. That means the girl.
He's not raising them kids by himself, yes, Mama.
Yes.
No, he's not. Well, you know what? We're gonna find out together. Let's check his Instagram. You know I got it. You know I got it. You know I got the gram. Mr. Javon, your friendly neighborhood teacher, Daily Boy Creative Studios. Art is a sport. Okay, this is him teaching the kids. Let me see. I hope this don't have music. It might have music.
Imagination is a source powerful enough that can help you build anything if you just stick with it. Don't let anybody say you can't do it, because I know you can.
That's awesome. This kid probably gonna run for president.
And I forgot to make that SpongeBob reference.
Yeah. So
Imagination.
can everybody say imagination?
Imagination.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Oh, he seems like a good guy. But that's one video. So hold on.
Begin by acknowledging the entire visual arts department here at Campbell Hall and also the Public Partnerships Committee. This residency is a direct expression of Campbell Hall's Episcopal identity, which calls us to seek and serve all persons and to honor unique divine dignity in every human being. Just let that sit with you and think about how powerful that is.
I think this might be him with his son. Oh, wait a minute. What in the world? Jay-Z is always somewhere. This is with him with, he says, Rock Nation, Rock La Familia. So he might be in that Rock Nation world. He's doing a lot of creative stuff. He's really about it. Oh, this is him with his kids. He kind of looked like Nick Cannon from that angle. Oh, Nick Cannon, you know, he was a looker. He got some, breeding issues.
He used to be my crush. Heavy on it used to be.
Well, he used to be everybody's crush. Now everybody got a shot. It's not as
What's up, y'all? It's your friendly neighborhood teacher, Mr. Javani. We outside the Broad Museum in sunny Los Angeles, California. Let's check it out.
It's just a regular guy. He's a regular guy. I like this for her. He does not give me Hollywood. He does not give me that he wants to be in the spotlight. Sometimes them really like quiet artsy guys are the best partners for like a very person with a very out there personality and somebody who's in the limelight. They are some of the best partners. But he's just a regular guy. Good for her. She got herself a black man child. She said, I don't know what's going on with that other side. But this side, the bloodline will be black. Now, here's the thing, Tia. Let me bring you back up. Here's the thing. You got something young, right? You're having a good time. If you can still bleed, you can still breathe. Be careful. That's a 35-year-old. It does what you want to do, amen. But he not shooting like Corey. Be careful. As them swimmers is still. Congratulations if that's what you want to do. But I'm just saying. But I'm happy for her. I am happy for her. He seems like he's handsome. He's, I feel like he's a good partner. You need somebody that's good, a good partner for somebody in the industry. Good for you. Congrats, Tia. Congrats. Take your pills. That's all I have to say. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Jesse said, oh, this will be an event. Not with them lemon placemats. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Tim said you guys need your own sitcom.
Wait until you see my decor. First of all,
Not at my party.
Nikki, you need to let them know my stuff is incredible.
Toya, take that stuff to Chuck E. Cheese. It will not be at my party. Take that stuff to Chuck E. Cheese.
Hello, you
girl. You got to do better. I wish I could show y'all my lemon decor. I wish I could show y'all. Anyway, Janelle said, I love the stuff with the lemon on it. Thanks for being nice, Janelle.
Wait till I get some time. Wait till I get some time.
Girl, please.
Wait till I get some time.
I am said, oh, we need this live stream.
Yes.
Ciao.
Yes, because let me tell you, my decor puts up numbers. Period.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even think of that, Cameron. Cameron said, are you going to make lemon squares? I like lemon squares. I didn't even think of that. I was going to make a limoncello olive oil cake. And then I was going to make the banana bread carrot cake. But I'm like, do they have carrots over there?
I'm decorating with lemon, but I don't eat.
I might just make a banana bread, olive oil banana bread.
You can make this again. This is good.
Always prices. I might make it without the carrots.
This is good.
I might just make it with chocolate. Always prices at tons. Oh, Nutella. That's what we're going to do. Banana, olive oil, banana bread cake with Nutella. That's it. Always prices at tons of living things actually at World Market. Yeah, we were there.
We love World Market.
We were just at World Market getting some stuff. Thank you, V Carter said, great family jeans, beautiful ladies, and thank you.
Thank you. I forgot my earrings. I don't do that.
Always prices that if Ola can win Love Island and Shein, we can make it work, Toya. Don't give her hope. Don't give her hope. El Boogie said, Nikki said, careful, I will revise the guest list. Because I told her about the party and then she started telling people about it. She's just like, me and Nikki are co-hosting.
Because I've been collecting lemon stuff for forever.
But that doesn't mean you're a co-host.
Child.
Girl, your staff.
Child.
Your staff.
Child.
Always prices that child. They are what? Tia up on Threads. I thought it was really supportive. Thing called Eve said Tia Bay seems to be like a free spirit. Shaka Zulu. Are we saying Shaka Zulu? Girl, no, we're not. But he does give free spirit. He does give free spirit. Dahlia said calling young black boys YNs is right up there with calling women bro to me. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Yeah, I don't like it. I do not like it. NC said Toya and Mama Star are twins. That's the first. That is a first.
People only say my mom and Nikki are twins.
That is a first.
Oh, how you feel about that?
You mean?
Yeah, because people normally say you and mommy are twins.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
Me and my mom are twins. Period.
I'm fine with that. They know who the original
Period.
is. Dolly said, wait a minute, Tia's 47. Since when? She looks mid-30s. I know, I think that's her and Brandy same age. They all came around the same time. They all came out at the same time. Santino said, I'm cackling. They packed up to MAGA when she joined. Oh, yes, they did. They packed her up immediately. They said, girl, get off of here. This is not the place for you. Cameron said, thank you, Nikki. My 15-year-old nephew's friend who's alabaster called my nephew a youngin', and I almost cursed little Justin Timberlake out. My baby is nobody's youngin', YN. That's right. Mariani said, speaking of the YouTube girls, a lot of black girls, white faves, a lot of black girl YouTube faves are getting divorced. Oh, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. I feel like Jackiana, the reason why her marriage is holding on is because she did it in her 30s. Them YouTube girls started making money, and out of nowhere, they started to financially support men in their early 20s. I knew that wasn't going to work. Dahlia said, this dude might have the best maintained wicks I've ever seen. I am shocked that he's from Ohio because his looks gives me Florida. His wicks give me Florida. But they're good. They're good. Joe said Cleveland bagged the good twin, right? WNC said Tia liked them boys. She liked them boys from up top from the VK who know how to stretch that money 3 ways. Long locks, kinks growing each way with the East Coast Cleveland saying that the West Coast girls. Right. Yes, if his status ain't hey. Dahlia said, I love when little kids enunciate their words, hit all the T's. It's so cute. It is. But that little girl did not feel like being bothered in that video. WNC said, upper middle class Black love to see it. Yeah, I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. Joe said, and Tia got a man who pronounces the broad correctly because a lot of people struggle when it comes to that. I probably said it wrong. Oh, BY said, we want stability for our sister. I think she might find it in him. They are of age. You know, they both have children who are older or getting older. And they like, I think they're a really good fit. They're a really good fit from what I've observed. I don't know, child. So Steph said, my doctor warned me. She said, ma'am, you can still get pregnant. I told her she a lie and the truth ain't in her. Listen, because ladies, it ain't you. It's the sperm. And then she got some good stock. Be careful, sis. K235 said, he's cute and seems like a chill, well-rounded dude. Crazy how everybody just jumped to assume oh, yeah. We know what that was, child. A macro aggression. Yes, Tony, we discussed Olandria before we got into Tia. Ephraim said, I've been converting my lemon recipes into orange recipes. LOL. All those sound good though. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Always Prices. I was like, not Shaka Zulu. Shaza Zulu, like on Different World. Thank you. Dahlia said, Nikki, you and your sister definitely share the same bone structure as Mama Star. I can see the similarities in your cheekbones and jawline. Thank you. Toya Stars, letting you all know, click the link and sign up to be in the know with Nikki'Star TV. We will not spam you, but we will keep you looped in. We sure will. And we're doing something. We're doing some fun things. I will say, if you can't make the stuff we're doing in the summer, you got to be there for the fall. You got to be there for the fall. Shay said, Tamara is also the good twin. No, it's Tia. This is Tia. That's the good one. I know. Tamara said the recent season of Love is Blind traumatizes all. Sure did. Greta said, hey, Nikki, when are you doing a Rhode Island review? I'm doing a Rhode Island review tomorrow at 6 p.m. Just because I would have done it earlier, but I'm interviewing Lanisa Renee Frederick from Amazon's Jury Duty. So I'm going to do that at 4. And then right after that, we're going to talk about Rhode Island and Atlanta together. Yeah, I normally do a lemon olive oil cake, but it's like a faked, a fake lemon. This one's going to be heavy lemon with a limoncello. I'm not going to do buttercream. I don't want to do buttercream. Cream cheese. I might do a limoncello cream cheese topping. Hey, it's Nas B. Wait, where's she at? Hey, it's Nas B. Thank you for being here. Danielle said, Nikki, you look so pretty. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you. WNC. Oh God, please don't cap her head up. WNC said, is Toya Star a Scorpio? She kind of favors Nia Long.
Someone just said in the comments.
She's a Pisces.
I gotta see who said this. Christian Jean 841. She said, this person said, is it Christian? Because I can't see Christian Jean. I'm sorry, I can't really see that. But it says not too much in Ohio. I'm from Cincinnati. Remember we used to sing Cincinnati. We used to watch a show.
Oh, no, I told her about that Drew Carey show.
What was that?
No, that's WKRP in Cincinnati.
We wanted to go to Cincinnati so bad.
I thought you were talking about the Drew Carey show. No, but Toya Star is not a Scorpio. She is a Pisces. And if you want to say she favored Nia Long, okay, girl.
Nia Long is gorgeous, and I take that as a compliment.
Yeah, she is.
So much.
Jesse Pierce said, oh, I just started watching Jury Duty. Congrats, Nikki. It's so funny. She's so good. I know 3 people. I know all the Black people on that show, except for the lead. But I know all the Black people on that show. They're extremely talented comedians, and it's a good show. So if you haven't watched it, check it out.
Also, our friend Lionel Dalton, comedian from Philly, is in that show too.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. All right. It's Nasby said, I just drove 12 hours, including breaks from Florida to South Carolina, and catching the tail end of this live while I unwind. I wasn't the driver, but the ride was a lot. Oh, yeah, 12 hours? I can't do it. Y'all know my limit is 6. I did 7 for Sonoma, and that almost broke me. I can't do it. I cannot do it.
You had these cameras rolling while you was on a road trip. That would be hilarious.
Sonoma almost. It was beautiful though, but from LA to Sonoma almost broke
Just
me.
know your girl is a plane. She's a plane ride girl.
First class if I can. Zora said, "Please do a video on it. Your cooking always sounds so good." Thank you. I will. I'm gonna blog it or whatever. Vlog it. What the hell was that? Joe, you're glitching. Joe said, yes, watch Jury Duty and support my bestie, Mark. Yes, Mark Sully St. Fleur. They're so good in it. They're also amazing. Mark, Warren, and Lanisa, great talents. Great talents. Last but certainly not the least, we are going to end with our girl, Coco. The reason why we're talking about this is because I just feel like for some reason, our community really is just tough on the Black athletes, the women, where it's like they're athletes and too many of us are trying to force them to be beauty girls. And try to force them to be something that they're not. I'm not saying that Coco isn't a beauty girl, but it's just like she is an athlete. She is there to play. She is there to win. Not every Black woman is glammed up every day. Like, why does it have to be a requirement? And for me, it feels like a macroaggression. It feels like low racial self-esteem. And it feels like respectability politics. And I don't like it. And I'm just so sick of the brutality that our Black athletes, our Black women athletes experience. It's really, really unfair, and it is becoming a sickening pattern. It happened to Gabby Douglas. Everybody was talking about her hair. She was winning gold medals. She was winning gold. You tried to do it to Simone. Now every time we see Simone, she got a bust down. I'm like, no, you don't need to do that. You're the top of your freaking game. You have people who are sitting on the couch telling you what you need to do with your hair. People who will never do what you will ever do in life. And it becomes so loud, especially for them, because they read the comments, and it hurts more when it comes from your community. So Coco is a Miu Miu ambassador. Hope I'm saying that right. And she posted some pictures of her on her Instagram doing an ad for Miu Miu, and the comments were not nice. Let's talk about it. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go to her Insta. And this is first what Coco posted. Coco says, big day means my Miu Miu Vivant can carry just about anything I need. She hashtags Miu Miu, hashtags ad. And the big issue that a lot of people were having is that they felt like she needed on makeup, and that she needed, and they felt like she should have had on makeup, and she should have worn her hair a certain way where it didn't look like her natural hair. So these are the pictures, which I see absolutely nothing wrong. This is the one that really got people in shambles. Her natural hair pulled back in a ponytail really, really got them in shambles. Tracy Hudson Skincare, who is a Black former model, skincare specialist out here in LA, who's somebody I definitely cannot wait to go to. She says, rocking what is naturally ours cannot be duplicated. Now, this is in support of Coco because of the comments that were coming in. The Art of Noise said, these can't be the photos that insecure and hateful people are criticizing. As a father of a young Black girl, I applaud her for wearing her natural hair, and she looks just fine. Coco is an inspiring woman for little girls that looks just like her. So a lot of these comments are in support of her. the first initial comments were not that great. I'm going to scroll to see if I can find, hope I don't find anything awful. But just to just give an overall balance of what she was receiving on here. Oh no, I think she probably got rid of them. Good for you. Good for you. Get rid of those comments. But she later made a statement. Let me get out her Instagram. Hold on. She later made a statement and clarified what happened. She said, I was, my best friend took those photos with my iPhone and we put them up because we thought that they looked good. I know people wanted more professional shots, but that's not what this was. And we wanted it to look real. We didn't want it to look like something that was professionally done. I know that's what people were expecting, but that's not what, you know, what I wanted to do. And if you wanted to see the professional Miu Miu shots, I want to show you right here. Hold on one second. Gotta do much better, because she actually, you know, has done photo shoots with them, but this was just something that she did on her Instagram. Her friend took the pictures. I absolutely hated that she even had to address that. And the reason why she had to address that is just because of the outrage that has come from the fan base, or, you know, not fans, but people online. And this is what the Miu Miu photo shoot looks like. I guess they didn't want her natural hair to show. I guess they wanted her hair to be straight. They wanted her to have on, you know, her eyebrows done a certain way, makeup done a certain way. And the thing about it is, that's not realistic, guys. It's not realistic. If she's on a tennis court, why do y'all want her dialed up? She's an athlete. She's showing up to, you know, to do something really physically exerting. Why would she be, you know, made up? And the reason why I wanted to talk about it is because I was, you know, a lot younger when Venus and Serena Williams was coming up. And I didn't understand things initially, but, you know, as I got older, of course, what really bothered me so much, especially with Serena Williams, is how Black men suddenly got amnesia with how they spoke about her and treated her when she married a white man. But I remember, the North remembers, I remember Black men calling her a man. I remember Black men calling her a gorilla. I remember Black men kikiing in a comment section with white supremacists speaking about her features. I also remember those same Black men sexualizing her body, right? Because it went from she's strong, she's a man, she's a gorilla, to, oh, look at her butt. And I hated that she even embraced that, right? And I know why she did, because at least it's better to have those Black men speak about your body, although it's sexualizing, at least they're speaking from desire and no longer calling her a man, no longer calling her a gorilla. To when she tried dating Black men, who many used her, sexualized her, and never honored her by making her their wife, or wanted to, you know, put her in an esteemed position. Lo and behold, a white man comes into the picture and he does that. And suddenly she's a traitor. Suddenly she is turning her back on her race. She is, you know, throwing away, she's turning her back on Black love. Why didn't Common marry her? Why didn't Drake, that white man, let me stop. Well, why? You know what I mean? Serena was dating them brothers. Serena was, she wanted that love. She tried. I will never fault my sister because she tried. She was not looking for white men. White men were checking for her. And finally, one came along and said, listen, I'm going to do you right. And as soon as she said yes, he made her his wife immediately and got her pregnant. She's been with both of them black men for years. None of them did that. That white man got her for 2 seconds and said, we in this forever, right? So I remember that. The North remembers, right? And now we're at this point where the GOAT, the greatest of all time, is a shell of her physical self and pushing Ozempic. And I will not allow the Black community to have all of this outrage about how skinny she is, about how light she's getting, about how her face is changing. Because I couldn't do it for little Kim. I was a child, but I'm an adult now. I will not allow my community to rewrite history and try to fault this woman for whatever she's doing to her body when at the height of her career, y'all call her a gorilla. Not saying you Star family, but at the height of her career, y'all say she looked like an animal, a beast. We're not going to do that. And that's why we're stepping in for Coco. We're not going to do that. Because when she started doing, if she started doing stuff to her, the face and her hair, don't nobody, oh, why she wearing wigs all the time? Oh, Coco, take off that wig you're playing. Well, y'all dragged her hair. Y'all dragged her looks. So now when she's adjusting to that, it's not good enough. Now you're not happy. Now she don't love being Black. This is why you cannot listen to people. You will never be able to satisfy miserable demons. They will never be happy because they're not happy. So they have to find something to tear you down. Wow, we got Coco here. I need the Black community, especially Black women, lock in. Lock in. Stand 10 toes down for this young lady because they're already trying it. The fact that she had to make a statement about that because so many people were making comments about her hair and her lack of makeup. We are not going to let them do to Coco what they did to Serena. Absolutely. We're not going to let them do to Coco what they did to Little Kim. Because at the end of the day, it does matter. You can sit up there and say, oh, I don't let the people get on my nerves. She has millions of followers. And at some point, those comments are going to get to you. I just hope and pray that she has a strong community that is not even allowing her to go into that. Mm-hmm. But I just thought that was really, really unfortunate that she even had to say something about it. Hair? When are we going to get to the point where it's okay that our natural hair that grows out of our head is more than enough? That's why I'm so excited about Olandria, guys. That's why I'm so excited about, Black people learning their history, reconnecting with our ancestors, because I feel like there's this surge of the 70s, right? Where I felt like Blackness was at its peak. I feel like that's coming back. I hope I'm not wrong. I need us to get back into loving our skin, loving our features, I need us to get back into like I experienced it. I want to experience that as a community. I want to have the afro. Right now, my afro is doing some things. We got to work on her. I'm trying to find a place out here in Atlanta. I'm not in Atlanta, in LA. I'm trying to find a curl specialist. All the curl specialists, I can't trust them out here. I need to find one that's like a boomer and Black. Yeah. The curl specialists out here, I'm just like, can I see your parents? Anyway, but I want us to get back to that because I think the people who are making these comments about Coco feel that way about themselves, and they're trying to project how they feel about themselves onto this young lady. I'm just hoping and praying that it does not get to her eventually, because it breaks my heart, but it got to the GOAT. It got to our GOAT. It got to our GOAT. Every time I see that commercial of her sticking a needle in her body and talking about how much weight she's lost, when I didn't think that there was a problem. How much, because it's just like she wasn't big, right? She wasn't like, it wasn't fat, it was muscle. It was muscle because you're a professional athlete. You know, there was nothing wrong, but now she's like a size 0. She's posting on her Instagram, and it's just like, I'm getting smaller, guys. And I'm like, how could it not affect her at some point? How could it not? Look how they got to go. I hate that them people got to our GOAT. I hate that them people got to the GOAT. My God, today. They won't get Coco. They won't get Coco. I want her to do an afro. Next ad, I want an afro. And the ad after that, box braids. Every hairstyle, I want it to get blacker and blacker. Senegalese twist. Okay? Get blacker and blacker. Then do a French roll. Then do finger waves. Then do scrunchies. Then with some waterfalls. I want her to get blacker and blacker. You got to shut that noise down. My God, today. My God, today. She better than me. I would have been cussing everybody out in the comments. My comments, my replies would have been like, I don't care about your opinion. ... exclamation, uppercase letters. Brokey, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. That's all you got to do, because that's the real problem. That's really why you mad. You're not mad at my hair. You mad that it's me and it's not you. Brokey, loser, poverty princess. See, you're lucky it's Coco. You're lucky it's Coco. Because if it was, girl. Anyway, that's all I have to say. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into the Bantu knots. Somebody said Bantu knots. Yeah, I want Bantu knots on the next ad. With some baby hairs down to here. Yeah. And some door knockers. Give the respectability politics blacks a heart attack. Let's do that. Let's do that. Dahlia said, I think we have internalized racism when it comes to our hair. We've been conditioned to associate class, glamour, and luxury with straightened hair. Afro curly hair equals rebellion. Absolutely. Winsome said, honestly, the creative direction of the shoot needed to be worked on, not the way Coco looks. But she was just saying, it was just like, she was just like, I just thought that it was like just something quick to do, right? I think maybe if she wouldn't have hashtagged it as an ad, people wouldn't have expected more. But even if you expect more, what's wrong with her hair? Like, we have got to stop thinking that the hair that grows out of her head is a problem. You know, the issue with my hair that I have with my hair is that I don't know how to do all them not crazy styles, that I don't know how to do all those creative styles. Mm-hmm. If I could do them styles that them Ethiopian girls be doing, I got a whole bunch of Ethiopian hairstyles on my Pinterest board, right? If I could do them braid styles, I just don't have the creativity. But if I knew how to do my hair, the styles that you would see. The styles that you would see. Social Steph said that's why they don't like Pinky on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Same thing. Yeah, I don't like the tennis ball comments. The tennis ball comments, it's just don't feel right. You know what I mean? I'm just like, what's that? What's that, Phaedra? What's that? Let's find something else. Let's find something else. Shay said Coco is gorgeous and a winner. She absolutely is. She absolutely is. El Boogie said, my edges have never laid and I don't need nor want them. You see this? I try. My natural hair is just like, nope, it's not happening. A new cut. A new color. Dee said they criticize Venus and Serena on their hair and clothes, everything about them, but it's just mere jealousy. And that's why I'm just like, Coco, I hope you get that. Please don't address these people anymore. They are jealous of you. They are jealous of you. Don't address these people anymore. Christian said, internalized self-hatred, the internalized fear of being masculinized as a Black woman. Let the respectability go. Absolutely. Joe said, Gabby Douglas, Simone Biles, and now Coco being critiqued on their appearance. It started with Serena. Serena and Venus. Meanwhile, I ain't seen Kevin Durant with a lineup. The misogynoir is real. Facts. No shade. Them NBA players be looking dusty. Even worse, them football players, a mess. Look like they stink. Nobody says nothing about them. But the tennis girls got to be runway models. Get out of here. Things.
I just think that they just really don't understand us. We go through so much.
They don't care
with our hair. You know,
they don't care.
It keeps us for years. It has kept us from swimming. That's why I'm so proud of how far we've come. We have some groups, some nonprofit organizations where Black girls are swimming and not worrying about their hair. Mm-hmm. You know, in Malibu, there's an organization of Black girls learning to surf and not worrying about their hair.
I love that.
It's like they don't understand the torment that goes around anything with us. And it's like, this girl is immaculate, spectacular at her craft. I mean, look what Venus and Serena, like, look what they turned. They were so amazing.
I love back in the day when they used to do their braids with the beads.
But even Simone, it's like y'all taking time. These girls, meanwhile, they're running circles around you and anything you would ever do in life. And you guys are talking.
Well, that's the thing. Hair. It's jealousy. So they trying to find something, right? It's jealousy. So it's just like, I'll never beat them in life.
But this is the thing.
Let me get them on their looks.
But then they want to beat us. Because for years, people have talked about our big lips. Now people get injections.
Okay, you've lost the plot. Black people are the ones that are harassing Coco. I'm not talking about non-Black people right now. No, it's about us.
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about everything.
She is her mother's child. My God, today.
I'm coming for everybody that got something to say.
Thing called fate said every Black woman doesn't want to be a baddie. And every Black woman doesn't have to be.
Also, who taught you that? You know what? You got to consider the source.
Sex workers.
Because you're talking about the people who they got
the baddie aesthetic is a sex worker look that was created and perfected by trans Black women. Nobody want to give them their tens, but you're trying to look like them. All of y'all trying to look like Sanaya. Anyway, but it's just like what, and I hate that that's been put on us. Now we got to be a baddie. I'm sorry. I'm running errands at Marshall's. I'm going to Home Goods. I'm not putting on a lash, and you will deal. So Steph said they think that everybody should be in a lace front. Yep. Now Black women are getting traction alopecia because the freaking glue is ripping out our edges. Absolutely not.
But that's another reason too why we need. Okay, this is why I love you, Nikki.Star. This is why. Because we need more people that love themselves. We need more people that come from communities that have been loved and supported. Yes. Where they can come on, they can say, you can be yourself. You
be like, who you are.
Yes.
For your pride.
I think a lot of these people, they don't even know that.
You know what, guys? This is inspiring me. There's a hairstyle that I want to do. I'm gonna do it. Thank you, Coco.
Yourself?
I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. What the hell is so funny?
I just can't wait to see. You better stop that cussing. You know, mommy do not even allow you with all that cussing.
Hell
is a high place.
I don't wanna go.
Hell is a high place.
I don't wanna go. No. Liars and cheaters are there. I don't wanna go. Don't wanna go. Don't wanna go. Hell is a high place. I said hell is a high place.
I don't wanna go.
Politicians and my daddy is there. I'm sorry. I hope he's not watching. Sorry, yeah, just a joke. Give me Shelter said she's a natural beauty. Who do they want Coco to perform gender for? Absolutely. She's clearly she's clear. He don't watch nothing I do, but that one he gonna watch. She's clearly a lovely lady. She is. Also said that's why they don't yeah, we got that one. Always Price said the North remembers. Let me tell you something. I download everything. You're not gonna play with me. We're not gonna do revisionist history. Absolutely not. Hannah said there's a reason why our community want Cardi B, a non-black woman, to have 4C hair. Even Cardi B is speaking out about, you know, the stuff that she's done to herself and regretting it. It's not worth it. I'm telling you, do not do anything.
She said since her tour is over, she's getting that butt out.
Oh, yeah, she's taking her butt out. BY said, who are these trolls? That's it. They're trolls, they're bots, but also, unfortunately, there are some real people behind those accounts. Unfortunately, she's the same person regardless of her appearance. The Williams sisters were brutal to them. They were only girls. Yep. Yes. The North remembers. Hannah said the way they did Serena and Venus, I would never drag them or any other black woman for dating or marrying out. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because it wasn't white men. It wasn't white men calling them gorillas. It was black men. It was black men. You know what the white men said when they saw them? You want to get married? Can I make you mine? Them white boys ain't waste no time with them at all. Got them right away. Black men got them dating them for years. You're literally with the GOAT and you want to date her for years? Ciao. Hannah said, colorism and texturism and featureism got us in a chokehold. Sure do. Kay said, the problem isn't Coco's hairstyle. It's their blackity black hair texture. Yep. That's why black women shouldn't listen to what people say about our hair. If it's black, type 4, we will never go with them. Here's the thing, because then the minute you adjust to what they want you to be, they move the goalposts. In the words of the great Candace Dillard Bastard, the line is always moving. Because the North remembers 90s parents, which I was saying about Lil' Kim. Now it's, why did Lil' Kim do all that to her body? Why she do that to her face? She was beautiful. Really? You never said it. Y'all never said it. Y'all never said it. Let's not play these games. You cannot do things to appease people. They don't know what they want. All they want is the destiny swap. Stop listening to them. Stop listening to them. Always Price said, I will never forgive the industry for getting to Lil' Kim's mental like that. Yep. I remember when she first started doing them changes, I was so gagged. Like, what are you doing? I thought she was so beautiful. I thought she was so beautiful. So I didn't think that anything was wrong. And when she started doing that, I'm like, what is happening? Only to get older and realize how the black men were talking about her, especially black men in the industry. It's always them black men, ain't it? It's always them. Ooh, we have spoiled them rotten. Turned them into white men. My God, today. Dolly said Venus didn't even get sexualized. They set her to the side and only acknowledged her when she announced her marriage to a white man. Yeah. Oh, now they're all up in arms. Oh, the Williams sisters, none of them are married to black men. Would you? You know, I love me a chocolate drop. If I was a Williams sister, I'd be under something Italian right now. I'd be up under something alabaster right now. I would never give my body to a black man the way they talked about them. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. BY said the Williams sisters never turned their heads against black love. Those black men are just trolls. Yes, the North remembers. They were trying. Especially Serena was trying to get black love. She was looking for a black man. And then when we're like, oh, why y'all act like y'all want her now, but y'all was talking about her. Oh no, I always love. Oh, shut up, you idiot. We remember your tweets. So do they. That's why they're getting loved by something Caucasian. You could never. Give Me Shelter said, these weak men are unfortunately Some women will only accept that excuse from Black men who date outside the culture. Someone should inform them we no longer care that what they accepted on. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm like, Black women, live your life for you. Do what you want to do. Because whether you do what they want you to do or not, they're going to hate you. You might as well be happy. WNC said, I vividly remember the dialogue about Serena and Venus features pouring into primary schools in the 90s and 2000s. Yep. Queer Black boys like me were refuge for our sisters. Protect Coco always. Absolutely. Thomas said, white women can have a rat's nest on their head and everyone will praise them. But if a Black woman has a single strand of hair out of place, everyone will act like she the devil. Yep. The Weezy said, preach, Nikki. We're doctors, lawyers, professionals, athletes, and we're still taught to view ourselves as objects whose appearance matter above all else. It never ends. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm trying to think of the year. I was on CrossFit back in the day. Like I was mad fit. I was on CrossFit back in the day. A nice little 6, right? And it wasn't giving Olandria in the behind, but it was giving Olandria in the front. Okay, it was nice, right? And I remember I got injured during CrossFit. I gained like 30 pounds, had to do physical therapy and everything, and I was so mortified by how much weight I gained. And I was trying so hard to get that weight off of me because I was just like, no, I got to get back to my body. I got to get back to my body. I got to get back to being desirable. Ugh. I was a baby. However, because I was injured, I couldn't do what I was normally doing. Like I used to go to the gym in the morning and in the evening. And I was there I would do like 4 hours a day at the gym. I was really into fitness. I don't know why, child. I don't know why, but I was Jane Fonda. Okay. And when I could not lose the weight fast enough, I fell into a depression. And I fell into a depression. And I started eating more and gaining more weight. And then one day I was just like, screw it. Like, this is it. Like, this is the life. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that person that I used to be. I also like turned 30 and I was just like, oh, what's happening here? I'm starting to get angry. I'm starting to say now, a lot of stuff started happening. And one thing I noticed was that I still got male attention, but I didn't get it as much as I did before. And that felt so good being invisible to those men. That felt so good to the point like when one of them would notice me, I would get like, ugh. That felt so good. And when I realized that I did not enjoy being an object of affection for men, that's when I was just like, oh, I don't like that. So I don't need to go after that anymore. Or like try to position myself to be in that position. But I was also coming out of church where they were like training you to be wives and that's it, like slaves to men. So I was also coming out of that. So a lot of stuff was happening. But when I realized that, everything that I was doing with men ceased. For men ceased. The joy that it brought me, not living for their gaze, for their attention, for their opinion, nothing. Life got so great. Now I'm like, getting back into fitness because I want to. And I'm not thinking about them fools or what they will think. I'm just doing it because I want to. Like this, I just, why not? Let's go. I found like a little Pilates class that I like and I'm taking it and I'm having a good time. But there's so much freedom in not caring about anybody's opinions. But I think that just happened when I got older, when I deconstructed, right? That's the thing. Like getting older is a blessing. And you don't really think that because especially as a woman, it makes you think that after 25, your life is over. But getting older has just been such a blessing because I've just been finding me in the life that I want to live. And just every time I'm thinking about things or like finding things that I enjoy, like I'm into crafting now all of a sudden. I'm like signing up for crafting classes and like really getting into, you saw me get into like my cooking and my pots and things like that, but I'm just discovering these things. I'm having such a good time because I do not care what anybody thinks about me. And that just happens, I guess, with just getting older and just deciding that nobody else's opinion matters but mine. And that's just life. So keep on living it. You'll get to that point. For those of you who, I got some babies in here. Keep on living. You're going to get to that point. And when you get to that sweet spot, the sky's the limit. The sky's nobody opinion matters. Just yours. It's your life. You get one shot. Be happy. Do what makes you happy. Oh my gosh. Wear your hair however you want to wear it. That's why I was just sitting here. I'm just like, there's a hairstyle I wanted to do, but I've been afraid because of what I thought it would look like, because I just don't have that gift. But I'm going to still do it. Why not? Why not? Do it for the plot, at least. Do it for the plot. Winsome said, I'm literally watching the NBA playoffs right now, and I'm seeing so many questionable hairlines. Okay, millionaires go off. I can never, because men don't have to be anything. They just have to exist. They don't have to be cute. They don't have to be clean. They don't have to be nice. Now they don't even have to have money. They don't have to do anything, because we do it all. Stop it today. Stop it. WNC said, you ain't catch Allen Iverson unkept on the court. Athletes must take notes. Whereas Dennis Rodman, he needs to start cultivating the new generation. I do remember Allen Iverson, he made men bathe. I remember that. He did. He used to show up to that court clean. Dahlia said the same year that Simone Biles won a ton of Olympic medals, Simone Manuel won for swimming. Biles got criticized for her hair, and Manuel didn't get the celebration that she deserved. We gotta stop caring. We gotta stop caring. BY said we need more people who understand and care for Black natural hair. Absolutely, because remember, the natural hair movement was hijacked by girls who are either doing Texlax or guys who were not, or girls who were not monoracially Black. And so that movement got hijacked, and it became a movement about texturism and featureism, and everything died out. Now, if it does come back, I hope it does come back, it needs to be actual, I think it's trichologists, the people the follicles, actual, hair care professionals and scientists who know and have studied Black hair to really give us sound advice and not sell us something. I don't want you selling me oils. Give me an education. K235 said, in my opinion, people really expect Black women to look like mixed race women, lighter skin, loose curly hair, smaller features. And if we don't, then we have to compensate by fitting the baddie aesthetic. Yeah, it's like we're punished for not compromising. We're punished because our bloodline survived. It is the craziest thing, and it's even crazier when Black people do it. You're mad at me because I'm Black and you're Black. Like, what is happening? We gotta let these people know they're dumb. We can't be nice anymore. BY said K. Michelle is regretting the harm she did to herself. She already had what the Lord gave her. Yeah, she talks about it all the time. She said, I had a good body. I had a good body. Oh, El Boogie, I love this. El Boogie said, every lock on my head is a revolution. Absolutely. Social Steph said, I'm getting some Lipo 360. I'm trying to get Shamia's doctor. LOL, I don't care. Same. I told y'all, when I get Shamia's doctor and I disappear for 4 weeks, just know. Just know. And if I'm sitting up here looking like Olandria, you know where I was. Miss Brown said, hey, y'all, hopping back into the condo work, and all I can think of is a Black lady sketch bed, Bish Academy. What if I just want to be an okay bitch? I love that show. That was a really good show. My friend Lacey was on it the second season. It's a good show. BY said they said that about Blue Carter when she was a baby so much that her mother had to make a song about her daughter's features in here. Yep. Dahlia said, I haven't straightened my hair in 4 years, and I probably never will again. I've been natural for 10 years, and the most compliments I get are when I wear afros. I had such a beautiful afro. That writers and actors strike took so much of my hair, but it's coming back. It's coming back. My dermatologist is very proud of me. Soto Steph said, don't forget Biggie called Escape ugly. The nerve. The nerve. We gotta stop letting them have confidence. K235 says Serena literally dated so many black men and we watched them do her dirty. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. Yet people want to rewrite history as if she went out looking for a white man. Absolutely. Every last one of them. And keep in mind, white men been wanting her. But she was on black love, black love. Listen, y'all know me. I'm the black love captain. After last week, F black love. I'm sorry. F that. Girl, love who you love. They're going to kill you either way. My God, today, F that. I'm off that train. Oh, I'm off that train. Now, I'm still looking for a do-rag, but something wrong with them in every iteration, every culture. Something wrong with that species. Something is wrong with them. The 10 Weasley said, for them to antagonize Serena and Simone the way they have, but now white and fair-skinned muscle mommies are in style. They truly make this stuff up to make us feel inadequate and spend money. Yep. We just got to stop falling for it. We just got to stop falling for it. BY said, the best person you can be is yourself. Absolutely. Live for yourself. Forget those fools. Absolutely. CEO Shogun said, Nikki, your cheekbones are popping today. Thank you. I'm trying to get them back. Like they're coming in, but girl, 160 pound Nikki. It's about to be a movie this summer. It's about to be a movie. Social stuff said getting older really makes you stop giving a AF. I'm living proof. True. I do not care. Dahlia said, ironically and sadly, the best curl hair advice I've seen online are coming from white curl specialists. You can tell they really love kinky curly hair. For 4C? Oh, I wouldn't take their advice for 4C. Robert Reed said, just an off-topic question. How does Nikki feel about that Provence collection from La Crusade? Usually my favorite color is blue, but that purple has me. You guys know, for those of you who've been rocking with me for a very long time, you know I have some Provence pieces. I think the only thing, you know what? Let's go to the website. We're done. Let's go to the website. You know I can talk about La Crusade all day. Let me, oh my God, I forgot about Cloud Bob. You're right. I want to talk about that in the next Black Woman Live where I talk about Sierra. We're going to add that in. Let me put it in right now. Yeah, we're going to talk about that with Sierra and then 2 other topics. Yes, but thank you, Christian. So Steph said, I always wanted my hair more kinky. The twist out of 4C hair is beautiful. I blame my white ancestors. Love your hair. Love it. Everything about you. That's the homework for this week and for the rest of our lives. Each day, we're going to look in the mirror and we're going to find one part about ourselves. We're going to start physical first. First week is physical. And we're going to find one part of ourselves on our body. And we are going to speak affirmations over that part of our body. I want you to start with the toughest part of you that is the hardest to love.
My fupa.
Thank you, Mom. Speak affirmations to that part of your body. And then next week, we're going to go into personality and just like inner things. But first, we're going to start with the physical. And all day, it's going to be all day. So we're going to pick one thing. And all day, we're just going to speak affirmations into that body part. Mm-hmm. I'm going to pick my beautiful Black American Disney nose. We'll start there. It's just adorable. You're so adorable. Yeah, so that's this week's homework. One part every day, one part of your body. Speak affirmations to that part all day, all day, all day, all day. Shay said, Nikki, your friend. Oh, Lacey. Yes, Lacey. I love a Black lady sketching her podcast, Scam Goddess. Yes, I'm so glad that listen, Lacey did that because she wanted to make a way for herself. She was not waiting for an opportunity to come to her. She made an opportunity for herself. So proud of her. Dolly said, for 4C, I comb through videos. If I don't see 4B, 4C models, I don't even bother watching because I know the advice is useless to me. Sure. Child, you got to do. YouTube does make it very, very hard to find Black content. I don't like that. Elwood said, I'm sorry, my fupa. Well, that is going to be your assignment. Start to, what is today?
Yes.
What is today? Tuesday? Yes. So today, we'll start today. You know, still half a day, whatever, but wherever time zone you're in, before you go to bed, love on that fupa. Love on that fupa.
Fupa go what?
Here's the thing. El Bookie said, but I'm trying to evict Miss Fupa. You can still love on her. This body, she won't be here in this form. She won't be here. But you know what I do? I tell her thank you because she's protected me through so many. She took a lot of hits in this life. That's how I got here, because she was fighting for me when I couldn't fight for myself. Love on her. She's not bad. She is not bad. Your body became that way through some things, but you survived. And it's because your body was putting in work, protecting you. Love this form. I don't hate her. I love her. I'm not breaking up with her. I'm just saying goodbye. Will I see her again? Probably. I don't know. You know, I like a cheesesteak. But for right now, this part of the journey, she's gotten me this far. The next form of me is going to take me to the next part of my journey. The fupa is not bad. It's not bad. Don't let them make you believe that. Joe said, I'm going to affirm the toenail. Oh my gosh. That fell off at dodgeball and never grew back right. I haven't wore Birkenstock since. Yes, Joe. Let's love on that toenail. Toya.Star said, please don't forget to sign up for the Nikki.Star TV family reunion email list. Thank you. El Boogie said, true. I'm still here in my Sealy voice. Yes. BY said, I found a lot of Black content on YouTube. See, I'm always searching. I'm putting Black woman, Black girl. Like, it's really, really, really hard. So we're going to end here with La Crusade. Thank you, Robert, for asking. Let's look at the collection and what we're going to get. Let's look at the collection and what we're going to get. Because I have some Provence, but you know, ain't nothing wrong with a little extra. Here she is. Oh, if you guys don't have Rakuten, please do it. That pays me. That pays me. Let's check out Provence. Oh, she's a beauty. I had the Dutch. I had the Provence Dutch. I also think I have a Provence Brazier. If I don't, then that's what I might get. The Brazier. Yeah, this is what I might get, but I feel like I have it. I got to go look through my stuff. I feel like I have. So this is a maybe. The Brazier is a maybe. I always do 5-quart because the 3-quart goes really fast. I don't like that. The matte doesn't work for me. I don't like that. I don't like the matte. Yep. Can I tell my business affirm? Hello. I ain't use you in a minute anyway. But yeah, this is what I might get. I might get the Brazier, or I'm not leaving. I might get the Brazier, or I might get the saucepan. I really, really like the saucepan. I know I don't have a Provence saucepan. So that might be it. I gotta check and see if I have the brazier, but if I have the brazier, I'm definitely getting the saucepan. And I just saw something else. I think they have their fruit collection out. Canada only gets it. Oh, they don't have it. Oh my God. Why do they only give Canada that? I hate that so much. Why does Canada get the fruit stuff? Oh my God, that sucks. Oh, I got to get this for Pride. The Love Collection. Got to get that for Pride. Oh, that's cute. What's that? Yeah, they don't have it. They don't have it. It always goes to freaking Canada. I hate that. But that's what I'm going to get. If it's not the brazier, it's the saucepan. That's what I'm going to get. I'm gonna get that because that Florence is nice. And you know, I have berry, right? Berry is the pink collection. So that pink with that purple, eat. It will eat. I might do that. You know, I also think that I might South Africa and Canada get the best stuff, and Japan. It's so crazy. Like we say, is a French company. You would think that France, France, would have the best stuff. They actually don't. You know who got the collection? I love London. Why the hell they got the best collection? London? No shade, but what? What's that about? Yeah, but that's to answer your question. That's what I would get. That's what I would get. Joe said this whole time you've been talking about, like you say, I thought you meant that place that sells perfume in the mall. What? And I was always confused about why you were, oh my gosh, Joe, this is who I'm talking about. Jesse says, wow, this pot and pans is a whole new world to me. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Go to my home channel. I talk about that more. The Star family don't really be rocking with that stuff. Every now and again, we get a couple people in there, but some Star family doesn't really rock with that. So I just made a separate channel for all of that stuff. But here's the thing. I'm not going to go too crazy for the like we say spring stuff. There's one pedal brazier that I think I might get. But the reason why I'm not doing that is because you guys know I really go all out for the fall, and I have to get some pumpkin stuff from them. So I don't want to split that budget with the spring because I don't really intend on buying anything. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that budget. We're gonna leave fall where it's at. Dahlia said, foodies are absolutely fascinating to me. It's like you're speaking a different language right now. Couldn't tell you what a brazier is. Thank God for y'all. You keep me fed. You're so welcome. BY said, Nikki, what is the best type of stove for gas? Unfortunately, I had y'all know I had the glass stove, the glass top. You can use it. Those pots are heavy. One little slip, your glass top is gone. Gas and iron. That's the best. That's the best. Anyway, Star fam, we've been here for over 3 hours. Black Woman News. Thank you all for joining me for another Black Woman News. We're going to do another one Friday. That one is going to be a little bit more deep, a little bit more intense, not as fun, but we got to talk about it. We got to talk about the femicide epidemic that's happening with Black women. We got to women in general. I mean, women in every culture is getting knocked off, but it's Black Woman News, so we're going to focus on Black women. But every woman, stay safe. Everybody's attracted to a man. Stay safe. Stay safe. My God, today we got to put them in rice. Something wrong with that species. My God, today. I love y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's going to be a joint episode just because I got a lot to get through, and I'm, going to be out of town. So I just want to give you as much as I can before I dip. So that's going to be a joint episode tomorrow at 6 p.m. I'm going to do a live for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, along with the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. I'm going to start with Atlanta first. Then we're going to talk about Atlanta for about 30 minutes. And then we're going to get into Rhode Island. And then we'll talk about Rhode Island for about 30 minutes. The live before that is going to be a one-on-one interview with Lanisa Renee Frederick from Amazon's show Jury Duty Company Retreat. So please make sure you check that show out and have some questions ready for Lanisa. She's ready to answer. So thank you all so much. I love you, and I'll see you soon for something else. Bye. Mwah. Child, let me get some banana bread if any is left.
Okay.